Get a golf course quality lawn that's more affordable than you think. Don't wait. Visit TrueGreen.com today and let the pros handle the work while you enjoy the results. That's TrueGreen.com. TrueGreen, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling. 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for Affinity Whole Health. I've trusted Affinity for 7 years for their testosterone replacement therapy. Why? Because it's natural for our bodies to gradually lose testosterone over time. This leads to brain fog, fatigue, muscle loss, low sex drive, none of the things you want. If you want to feel like you did in your prime and get your energy back, better mood, higher sex drive, increase muscle mass, then get started for free at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Affinity is local. They're accessible. They ship the treatments right to your door. feelgreatcolumbus.com.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus, 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
For 100 years, our passionate Atlas Butler has been helping people. From those who have relied on us for years to those who call us for the first time. For our team, their families, and our community, Atlas Butler is here to keep Central Ohio safe and comfortable with trusted, convenient service. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the Michigan Wolverines at the Shot on Sunday, February 16th. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and the ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets and gear up for game day at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
Get President's Day deals all month long at Coughlin Kia. Lease a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS, just $131 a month plus taxes and fees. Or choose low 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2025 Kia Sportage or Sorrento. Visit CoglinKia.com.
1.9% for 60 months equals $17.48 per 1,000 with approved credit through Kia Motor Finance. 24-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, 20 cents per mile over. 3401 due. Excludes $250 doc fee. $400 disposition fee at lease end. No security deposit. See dealer for details. Ends 3/3/25.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. As football winds down, college basketball is gearing up, and fans are ready to see which teams will prove they are ready to shine in March and who will be seen in San Antonio. You can get in all the action from tip-off to the final whistle at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Right now, new ESPN Bet Sportsbook customers can bet $10 and get $100 back in bonus bets and unlock 30 days of ESPN Plus. Download the app. Sign up with the promo code Radio100 to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
Next on Metro's Nada Yada Island podcast.
I almost fainted when the 4 new bombshells arrived. 4 free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G phones at Metro.
No way.
And finding out the 4th line is free. Ooh, things got heated.
That's wild. Join Metro and get 4 free Samsung 5G phones. Only at Metro.
Plus tax. Bring 4 numbers and an ID and sign up for any Metro Flex plan. Not available currently at T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
Happy Thursday. Please subscribe to the stupid podcast that we have of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your stupid audio. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends Care Heating and Cooling. It is Would You Rather Thursday. You can tweet us At Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone, 614-787-3093. If you missed the first half hour of the program, don't go back and listen to it.
I don't even know what you can listen to because I don't even know I don't know what started. I don't even know.
We were podcasting it, though, weren't we?
I don't know. We were running off of, we were running out of a closet.
Hamster power?
Yeah. So I don't know you know what? We'll just say this. If you normally get the podcast, but today you're listening for some reason to the regular radio or watching on the YouTube stream, then sorry, we don't know if the podcast will be there. We'll figure it out.
YouTube's up, though. You can go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live stream, and we are there. North Carolina. You know, look, here's the thing. When you're a public university, which North Carolina is, eventually all your crap is going to come to the surface because it has to in the form of public requests, records requests.
Right.
And I guess for more than 2 years, North Carolina has secretly spent more than $600,000 into a legal project that has a code name, the Carolina Blue Matter.
Okay.
All right. So it's a code name. And then people are like, well, what the hell is this? You have to tell us what this is. $600,000 of school funds is going to a legal situation that we don't know anything about. Apparently, what the Carolina Blue Matter is, and again, this has been 2 years they've been working on this. How does that timeline work out? That's just about the time that Oklahoma and Texas said, see you later.
Yep.
Because the Carolina Blue Matter is, how the hell do we get out of the ACC?
That's right. Well, and I think that's not a surprise that they've wanted to get out. We know Florida State has been very vocal. Isn't Florida State,
There's a pending lawsuit.
That's right.
The conference is suing them.
Oh, that's right. That's what.
And
it
there's
was.
probably a countersuit and all this other crap. And they're acting like, because remember then Florida State came out and said, "Well, who said we ever wanted to leave the ACC?"
You've been very
said
vocal.
That.
Yeah, but yeah, this is when that deal was signed. I remember when the ACC signed their TV deal, their grant of rights. Isn't that what they call it?
Yeah.
And it was through 2030 something, 5 or 6, 2035, let's say. And that was the thing where they're like, well, the ACC surely has stability now. Nothing can be done about this. And my thought always has been, nothing can be done about it until everyone decides they want to do something about it, right? I bet you if you had asked Pac-12 schools 15, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, hey, USC wants to leave the Pac-12. They would say, let them go. We're not going to let them do it. We'll all hold firm. But then the Pac-12 left, and then the USC left, UCLA left, Oregon left, Washington left, and suddenly it's like, never mind, we're all gone. Like, it can fall apart very quickly if you get enough big dogs to say we're out. If Florida State and North Carolina and let's say who else in the ACC, Mike? Miami? Clemson, all right. If those 4 schools who have all hinted at it over the years said, yeah, we're done. We just don't want to do this.
You don't want to be the last team holding the bag.
No. And so there will be other teams. NC State's not going to sit there and go, I defy you to leave. NC State's going to say, well, maybe we should do that too. Like that. Yeah, I don't know if they all have a $600,000 legal fund going for it, but they're all thinking about how do we get ahead of it in case it starts to fall apart. We don't want to be the last one.
This is the most important financial decision of their school's history, essentially, right? Why is that oscillating heater on me?
It's been on. It's
driving me crazy.
Well, I saw you looking at it, and
first of all, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Bobby Carpenter's space heater decided just to turn on randomly during the segment there. I think he's got a remote control at home, and he's screwing with us.
That's probably what it is. That's fine. I just turned it off. So
what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, North Carolina, no school wants to be the one left holding the bag. And so if you have other schools in your conference, the big dogs, Florida State, Clemson, kicking the tires on leaving, North Carolina's got to take care of themselves. But it's foolish if you think you're going to hide it with some Project Greenlight or whatever they called it, big blue balls. You can't hide $600,000.
Well, no. And I mean, I wonder what $600,000 is clearly going to lawyers to pour over these contracts and figure out, is there any line? Is there any precedent that we can go cite? Is there something we can do? How are the judges that we think would get assigned this case? They're doing everything they can to figure out how do we get out of it. If they're doing that, Mike, do you think Miami isn't doing some kind of discussion? Maybe they're not putting it into a fund.
Of course
but
they
you don't
are.
think the school president and all the, people in charge there aren't at least having those discussions with their attorneys? They of course they are. So there has to be some point where enough of these schools feel like an exit is imminent. And once that happens, then it's a free-for-all. And you can tear that contract all the way up, because I just don't see how, if 4 or 5 or 6 schools suddenly get this momentum, all the schools will jump off the boat. There might be 1 or 2, like Wake Forest might say no, because they're not getting the best deal. They're not getting someone ponying up. Big Ten maybe isn't calling Wake Forest, but if the Big Ten's calling North Carolina, NC State, and the SEC gets Clemson and Miami or whatever, like, other schools will say, uh-oh, we got to bolt. We got to do something. We can't be left out here.
Bone, you remember Kadarius Toney, don't you?
Oh, I'm familiar.
You're familiar with his work. He appeared in 3 games for the Browns last season.
Bad game against the Steelers.
He muffed a punt and then had a taunting penalty, and then he was released.
Yes, that's
right after that.
As you do.
Well, and this guy was a first-round pick back in 2021. It has not worked out for him. He was picked by the Giants, traded to the Chiefs in the 2022 season. Then did he then come to the Browns after that? After they told him to go away?
I feel like that's right.
All right.
I could be wrong.
And now he's been arrested for strangulation, among other things, in Georgia.
Yeah.
He was booked in a Douglas County facility February 6th on counts of aggravated assault, strangulation, and obstructing/harassing 911 calls.
Jeez.
A judge set a bail of $25,000 on each count.
Okay. Doesn't seem great. Also doesn't seem like I know much more than what was just in that report. So I'll say, if he did all those things,
bad to strangle.
Hope he goes to jail if any of that happened.
And
if
it
that's all
doesn't
true.
really matter if he strangled a man or a woman, but it was a woman.
Okay. Strangling's still bad. Don't do it. I'm T-Bone here, anti-strangling. Unless you're strangling a part of your own body, in which case I don't judge.
Well, let's
I can't tell you what to do if you're, I can't.
Soundboard works.
Okay, good. Glad we tested that out. Good to know.
Hey, Teddy, on a scale of 1 to 10, when you were sitting out in your car, first of all, how long were you out there? Like a good hour and a half, right? 2 hours almost?
Almost 2 hours, yeah.
Okay. Did you run out of gas out there?
I didn't have it on the whole time. I mainly had it off because it's warm enough in the car. Every once in a while, I'd turn it on.
How close were you to just running away?
Just going
home. They don't need me here, man. See you later.
I thought about it because close to the end, I really had to go to the bathroom.
Well, I felt bad because I'm telling you, Ted, just hang tight. We'll get to you in a second. Ted, any moment now. And then it's like, at some point, I left to go use the bathroom. So I got out of here, but you stayed the course.
Teddy
the whole time.
Is Steady Eddie.
Yeah.
Hey, Deshaun Watson
Teddy.
has some company in the biggest waste of money department. That is coming up next. Colin Mann and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Men, this is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And though I generally talk about medicine and effective treatments for erectile dysfunction and other men's sexual health issues, today I want to talk about love. Because love is the best reason to get treated for your ED. You see, ED can cause major relationship issues. In fact, men often push their partners away when ED becomes a problem. The condition can cause depression, arguments, breakups, and even contribute to divorce. But the good news is that if you're like most men suffering with ED, you can be successfully treated at Tri-State Men's Health and put a stop to the relationship stresses that ED can cause. I say this with all confidence because we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. Truly, it's likely you'll find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and get the love back in your life. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some slowdown due to an accident if you're on Morse Road at Cherry Bottom Road, and things are moving slow on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by ExpressPros.com. Let Express Employment Professionals help you hire for contract or full-time jobs. Forget about recruiting, sifting through resumes, and interviews with unqualified applicants. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And everybody's had these pains, these little nicks, these things that you maybe had an injury when you were younger and you thought it went away. And then all of a sudden, as you get old, it starts to creep back. Doing everything, walking up the stairs, doing your favorite activities, golf, skiing, whatever it might be, the summer, the spring, the winter, it hurts. Hey, do not deal with it any longer. The hip, the knee, the shoulder, the back, whatever it is, there's good news. Go to QC Kinetics. They're groundbreaking treatments for that arthritis pain. They're going to make you feel better. The long-term relief, it's now possible. They're right here in Columbus under the leadership of Dr. Ray Tesner, founder of Grant Sport Medicine and a classically trained orthopedic surgeon. Don't wait. Make the call today. My dad and I did. His knee's starting to feel better. My knee feels better. They've got PRP treatments. They can change your life. I'm telling you right now. So go to qckinetics.com/Columbus for your free consultation or give them a call at 380-228-4544. It's not going to go away on its own. They've got 2 offices in Dublin and Gahanna, so check them out.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Aaron, I've been thinking.
About what?
About how you invented a way to fix ACs for free. Get Eco.
ECO.
When customers buy a new HVAC system, we give back all the money they paid us to repair their old system. Yeah, I know. Up to $1,500. Get Eco.
ECO.
We're basically extending the life of their old system for free.
That's right. Those extra years are free. On me.
Don't you think it would be better if we said those extra years are a plus on us?
Sure. We can say that if you want.
I think it would be better. Get Eco.
ECO.
We don't want people to forget that you have a silent partner.
Remind me, how did we become partners?
Aaron, we became partners when you let me move into your spare office, and I began giving you free advice instead of paying rent. Get Eco.
ECO. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Best deal I ever made.
I feel that way, too. Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Valentine's Day is Friday, February 14th, and we have great gift ideas like cards, flowers, desserts, and more. Keep Valentine's Day in full bloom with Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm Rick Riker. Fast Start February is when Riker Ford turns it up. Riker Ford needs to sell 300 new Fords this month, so we are cutting amazing deals like this. Lease a new 2024 hybrid F-150 for just $599 a month for 36 months, 0 down. Or lease new 2024 Bronco Sport for just $399 a month for 36 months. Also, 0 down. And every new Ford comes with Riker Ford's exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty. Riker Ford has new vehicles coming in every day. Hundreds of new Fords arrived just last month alone, and hundreds more are set to arrive right now. So race into Riker Ford for Fast Start February, the largest volume Ford dealer in Ohio at Route 33 and Hamilton Road, 2 minutes off 270, and at RikerFord.com. Based on 2024 Ford report for total new retail sales. Cincinnati region. Leases on approved credit. No security deposit required. Ends 3/1. Come in now. We're dealing.
Get the right car at Riker.
We're dealing.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Back and banging. I'm Timmy Hall. There have obviously been a lot of changes to Ohio State's football coaching staff recently. Most recently, the biggest piece of news, hiring Matt Patricia from outside the building to be the new defensive coordinator. Tim Walton, Matt Guerrieri, they get elevated roles. Ryan Day sat down with Dom Tiberi yesterday. No comment on Patricia, but did confirm indeed that Brian Hartline is his guy at OC, and he's excited about it.
Oh, I don't even know if we've announced anything yet. I'm sure everything's been out there. We got to figure out when to make official announcements, but I can tell you Brian's going to make a great coordinator, and he's going to call plays.
Play caller, indeed. Tonight at the Shot, 9th-ranked Ohio State women's team, 20-3 record. They play a good Minnesota squad. That tips at 7:30, ESPN Columbus and the Fans HD2. And in baseball, Red Sox signed Alex Bregman to a 3-year, $120 million deal. Breaking sports news on the Fan.
Happy to be wrong, which is good because they're always wrong. This is Man and Bone.
It is Would You Rather Thursday. Yeah, we're doing it again. Why not?
Well, I mean, we're partially doing it because, like, the first hour of our show, we were in a bunker and we didn't have our computer or anything.
We had to be evacuated, but we're back now.
Yeah.
I had a really horrible fart, and it was just too much for people to take, and so we left. Hey, Timmy's here.
Hello.
Quite a plume it left.
Has anybody seen Paul Keels?
He is here.
He's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told him he came in about 10 minutes or 5 minutes before the update bed would have fired. I said, I got that.
Okay.
Do the 5 as well.
I want to let
some other things
know
to work on. So I said, I got that too.
What Timmy Hall is doing behind the scenes. You're running around, and the man in charge, the man who took charge, was Timmy Hall.
That's right.
I mean, it was like we were jumping on lifeboats on the Titanic, and Timmy had to put a gun on us and say, no.
No.
Are you a woman or a child? No.
It's like you
stay here.
That's right.
Not you. Not you. Them first.
Teddy was peeling out of the parking lot. I'm going home, man. Timmy just laid down on the ground. So you can't go, Ted.
Drive over me then.
No. We're in this together.
That's right.
There's always got to be one. Always got to be one.
Oh, there's going to be more than one.
Yes,
hey,
there does.
Deshaun Watson's a big waste of money, right? I mean, I don't have to break any news with you there?
Yeah, I mean, he might be the worst contract in the history of the NFL.
Okay. I'm not going to say that this is the same as that, because there are other layers to Deshaun Watson as well, in addition to him just being a terrible football player. He's also probably a terrible guy. Anthony Rendon, he plays for the Angels. He signed there in 2020. Okay? So it was the shortened pandemic season.
Mm-hmm.
He signed a 7-year, $245 million deal. Also, this guy is also known for going on the record for essentially saying he could take or leave baseball.
I feel like he said that after he signed this contract. Is that right? I don't think that they were like, let's look at the book on Anthony Rendon. Says baseball doesn't necessarily matter that much to him. Let's give him, to be fair to them, they did give him this contract, and then I think he started saying, baseball, who needs it?
So since he signed this deal, he's 34 now. Since he signed this deal, he has not played more than 58 games in any season. He's played in only 257 games throughout the course of the contract. He's missed 451 games, 12 stints on the injured list since 2021. He just had hip surgery. You know, as the optimism is building, pitchers and catchers are reporting, even the crappiest teams have something to look forward to this time of year. Well, he decided, you know what? Camp's opening up. Let's have some hip surgery. So he's going to miss extended time with that. And maybe you said, well, he's probably been good when he played. No, he's hit 242 with 22 homers and 125 driven in since joining the Angels in 2020.
Is again, I'm no doctor, and I'm sure there's some explanation or not. How in the world do you get to mid to late February when everybody's buzzing about spring training and then go, the hip has been bothering me. Doc, what do you think? Like, I mean, did he injure it recently? Or is this something that's been building over the offseason? Because if I'm the Angels, I would have so many questions about the timing of this. Maybe they did, and maybe their doctors have said, no, this is legit. But how is that not, if you have any concerns, I don't know. it seems bad if you're out there saying, yeah, I'm going to try to rehab it the normal way, take all of the offseason to try that, and then when it doesn't work, I guess now I get the surgery. Get the surgery as early as you can.
You know what else is bad for the Angel fans is that the guy who's going to replace him is Yohan Moncada, who has a timeshare on the injured list.
Right.
So if that's your replacement, good luck to you. By the way, if you think we're misinterpreting what Anthony Rendon said about how he can take or leave baseball.
Let's give the quote.
The quote was, baseball has, quote, never been a top priority for me, end quote. This is when he was complaining about the length of the baseball season, saying it was too long. And he admitted that he's been contemplating retirement since shortly after his major league career began.
Okay.
Give me $245 million.
Okay. Can I say something here? Like with this type of thing, I'm not even anti this thought necessarily. Okay, if Anthony Rendon has been like I know earlier in his career, that's why they gave him $200 million. He was a good player, right?
Yes,
very good player. But if he was with the Angels and he was like just destroying the baseball and playing 150 plus games a year, people are looking at this going, what a great deal we made here to get him. Maybe we should rip up that contract and give him an even better one. He's been so good. And then he came out and they're like, what's your secret to success? How good you've been. And then he says, well, for me, baseball doesn't define who I am. It's not my number one priority. My number one priority is whatever it is, his faith, his family, is something. And then baseball comes after all that. Then you know what? People would be more receptive to that statement, don't you think? If he said, like, if he was awesome during this contract and then said, the reason I've been good is because of this, right? But you're bad. You're injured all the time. And I'm sure there are some questions about how injured are you when you're missing all these games. If you then say it in that context, not only is it like bad, it's indefensible. Why would you say anything other than, even if it's a lie, anything other than, oh man, what a bummer I'm not playing. I miss it so much. It's the only thing that matters to me in life. Just say that so everybody isn't on your case.
You may be thinking that whatever team you root for signs guys to horrible contracts all the time, and you're probably right. But if you want a little light reading when you're on the pot later or now, go look at the list of contracts the Angels and the Colorado Rockies have given out, because 99% of them are total and complete disasters, this being one of them.
Yeah, it's terrible. But do you agree, Mike, that somebody, if Mike Trout came out and said, I got to tell you, as good as I've been in baseball, my number one priority is actually my family or the relationships I make in life. Baseball is something I care very much about, but it's not my number one thing. People wouldn't have as big of a problem with that, would they? Given how he's been awesome when he's played.
Hold my beer. I'm going to go be awesome now.
Right. I'm saying I think you can have this thought. There's room for that thought in life that you can, you don't have to be like Kobe Bryant, where you can tell Kobe's like whole thing for years was all I care about is winning, to maybe the detriment of everything else. That is the only thing I care about, good, bad, or otherwise. That you don't have to be that way to be great. But if you're not great, you probably shouldn't share that with the rest of the audience.
The World Cup is coming here. When's the next World Cup?
2026.
2026. It's coming
year
here.
From this summer.
It's coming to Canada. It's also coming to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
In 2034, it's going to Saudi Arabia, because of course it is.
Sure.
I saw this today. The 2034 FIFA World Cup will be completely dry. Now, the situation in Qatar was similar.
Similar, but different in a very significant way, which is you were not allowed to have alcohol just anywhere.
There were special designated areas.
Yes, but they basically, FIFA has a lot of beer sponsors, and they said, please, Qatar, if you don't mind, can we please have at least a little carve out? And Qatar said, sure.
Right.
You can have it in certain places near the stadium. That's it.
Now, there's a long way to go until 2034. Who the hell knows what Saudi Arabia is like? Maybe, women are running around burning bras and driving drag racing cars. I have no idea.
Maybe.
There's a lot. I'm just saying, you got 9 years until
that. Right. Maybe changes happen.
Correct. But Saudi Arabia says absolutely no alcohol for the 2034 World Cup. Not for the fancies, not for anybody. Who is this? Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the UK, Prince Khalid bin Bandar Al Saud, said, "Everybody has their own culture. We're happy to accommodate people within the boundaries of our culture, but we don't want to change our culture for someone else." He was then asked about, hey, you, over the course of, your history, no likey the gays too much. What do you think about that?
They execute people for being gay. Yes. That seems bad. If you
think that we're exaggerating, we're not. Being homosexual is punishable by death in Saudi Arabia.
Right.
He said, it's not a Saudi event, it's a world event. And to a large extent, we will welcome everyone who wants to come. There's a little caveat there when he says,
to a large extent.
And to a large extent. You know what? I'm going to here's my hot take.
Okay.
My hot take is that I actually understand what Saudi Arabia is saying. And I'll explain that to you coming up next. I'm pro-Saudi.
Okay.
Not really, but
okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Looky here. I'm going to explain it to you.
Okay.
Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the left lane and causing a 20-minute delay on westbound 70 on the west side near Hilliard-Rome Road. And watch out for a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder of northbound 270 on the east outer belt after Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Take 5 Oil Change. At Take 5 Oil Change, they get it. Time is precious. That's why they make getting your oil changed fast, friendly, and simple. You'll be back on the road in just 10 minutes. Book ahead or drive in. It's fast either way. Take 5 Oil Change. The stay in your car, 10-minute oil change. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. This February 21st and 22nd, honor the timeless wedding tradition and let Diamond Cellar's Blue Box be a part of your forever. Celebrate wedding weekend with buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special no-interest financing on engagement rings. Find your something blue and so much more at Diamond Cellar. February 21st and 22nd on Selmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
We've all got it, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep-making-plans.
Getting the cold shoulder? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call.
Tickets are on sale now at BuckeyeCountrySuperFest.com.
Yeah, that's how I get by. Lord, that's how I get by.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon. Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter. Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
2025 Hondas in stock, fresh off the truck.
Come test drive one during Lindsay Honda's Cash for Clunkers. Up to $2,500 or $3,500 minimum for any trade. Just bring your clunker to Lindsay. 2025 CRVs and Ridgelines, both $299 a month. That's $299 a month or clunker cash going on now.
The lot is full and the deals are on.
See lindsayhonda.com for details.
If your garage door is so loud that you can hear what I'm saying, but zero chance to really make out the words I said, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, we've fixed crappy garage doors, straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Morning Juice.
I went to probably less than 10% of my math classes and straight through with a B-. My mom's like, you're getting B- in math? I'm like, I only went to class like twice.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Have you ever told a friend?
Oh, I'm fine.
When you really felt...
just so overwhelmed.
Or sent a text?
Can't sleep. Are you awake?
When you couldn't find the words to say?
I'm scared to be alone with my thoughts right now.
Then this is your sign. to reach out to the 988 Lifeline for 24/7 free confidential support. You don't have to hide how you feel. Text, call, or chat anytime.
Feeling the aches and pains of everyday life slowing you down? Introducing Blue Emu, America's #1 emu oil formula for pain relief. In a recent clinical trial, 91% of users saw improvement after using Blue Emu. Whether you're working hard, playing harder, or just staying active, Blue Emu penetrates deep to relieve joint and muscle pain fast. And best of all, you won't stink. Join the 91% who felt the difference. Find Blue Emu at your local retailer or online. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink.
Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens of your latest forecast. We're looking at a few flurries that continue this evening before we come to an end overnight as temperatures continue to get cold. To look for a low in the teens by early tomorrow. As we head into Friday, more sunshine around, highs in the low 30s. Clouds come back Friday night ahead of what could be a little burst of wintry mix before turning to all rain Saturday. Heavy rainfall expected with some flooding possible in our southern counties. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Your undisputed leader in talking about nothing. This is Man and Bone.
All right. When last we left you, I said that I was going to stick up for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And the fact that they, homosexuality is punishable by death.
I would hope that's not what you're sticking up for, because that wouldn't be a good thing to stick up for.
Well, this all stems from them Saudis saying, we're not going to have any alcohol at the 2034 World Cup. In Qatar, it was, well, we're not going to have any alcohol unless you're fancy or you're in this designated area. Saudi Arabia says, nope, not at all. We have no alcohol. That's the way it is. Now, as I pointed out, 2034 is a long way away. As a matter of fact, the spokesman said, the last thing he said was, at the moment, we don't allow alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay,
this could change, but let's assume it doesn't. World Cup fans are all upset. This is a global event. We want to go, want to celebrate our team. And, I want to hold hands with my significant other. I can't do that. I want to have a drink. I can't do that. I understand your frustration. But your real issue is, yes, it's with Saudi Arabia and their ass-backwards society. I got it. Your main issue, though, is with these people.
I like you. You brought me again into the FIFA.
When I see a kid, the little kid, just like out of control, acting like a brat, causing all sorts of trouble. I mean, obviously I'm upset with that little kid, right? But the real culprit are the dumbass parents that raised that kid. FIFA, and I have the same issue with the Olympic Committee as well. They have this platform of we include everyone. We stand for tolerance and we're the world's games and all of this. And yet they continuously align themselves with nations that have severe human rights record issues.
Absolutely right.
And clearly FIFA said, well, your check is pretty damn high. So we're going to go with you. Yeah, maybe we have problems. We can work on you with the putting homosexuals to death. Maybe we can have you have a beer once in a while. I think they're letting women drive now. Is that the case?
I feel like that's
they're making progress, but it's not necessarily a society that's based around the power of the women's rights. FIFA's the issue here, guys.
Well, I mean, yeah, all of this can be true. Like you said, Saudi Arabia has a horrible record of human rights issues. You cannot say that you welcome everyone if it is punishable by death to exist as a human being the way you are in their country. That is not accepting everyone, full stop. For FIFA to then come out and say, oh, yeah, well, that's fine, though. Look at their check. And again, I don't even think it's the check they're writing that you see publicly.
No.
There's no way FIFA does this deal. Think about what they did with Brazil. When Brazil had the World Cup over a decade ago now, I think it was 2014 maybe, when they had the World Cup there, Brazil has had in their past a history of soccer violence related to alcohol, where they, right or wrong, the Brazil government said, we're not allowing soccer matches to have alcohol at our games because
fans can't control themselves.
We've had, yes, mobs of drunken people do things up to and including murder people on the field. So this is bad. We're going to stop that. Don't know if it worked, but that's their rule. FIFA came in and said, I don't know if you know who sponsors this tournament. There's a big beer sponsor attached to this. You're not going to tell us we can't sell beer here. And Brazil said, rules can be mended for a few weeks. We can bend them a little bit. And then as soon as they were out of World Cup time, the rules came back. Okay? So FIFA has put their thumb down on local governments and said, you're going to let us sell alcohol at your event, full stop. They looked at Saudi Arabia, not nearly as big of a, in terms of landmass, population, anything else. They looked at Saudi Arabia and said, oh, not sell beer at the thing? Go ahead, that's fine. What kind of check are they getting underneath the table from Saudi Arabia? Obviously, we know the amount of money that Saudi Arabia brings to the table. We know that the royal family has no qualms about using their influence however they want to put it lightly. So, yeah, FIFA is one of the most corrupt organizations in the history of, I wouldn't even say sports, in the history of the world. They're one of the most corrupt organizations just by the documented cases we know about. So there's no way I can look at this and say, FIFA tells you the world's game is for everyone. We include everyone. We want everyone to feel like they matter. Oh, but we're going to go to a country where that's not the case, and they won't let us sell one of the biggest drivers of our economic well-being. There's no way that you can say that that's a on-the-board, above-board deal that is going on with Saudi Arabia and FIFA.
Well, now I want to talk about the real sports, okay? We spend so much time focusing on all this stuff that doesn't matter. I want to talk about something that does matter, and that is the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Mm-hmm.
It returned to Madison Square Garden for the first time in 5 years this year.
Oh, okay. Where was it before?
It was in a bunker. It was where we did the first half of the show.
There we go. That's right.
Monty the Giant Schnauzer was named Best in Show.
Oh.
Beating more than 2,500 dogs across 200 breeds during 2 days of competition. This is the third time that Monty's been in this competition, so third time's a charm. He's a 5-year-old male from New Jersey. He won the working group 3 consecutive times, but fell short of the top honor the previous 2 times until now. His win made history. Monty is the first giant schnauzer to ever win Best in Show and the first working group dog to win Best in Show since 2004, ending the longest drought of any particular group. So there you go. Monty the Giant Schnauzer. You have no idea what you did, but congratulations to you.
It's a beautiful dog. I understand why it won. I don't at all understand what judges look at when they look for Best in Show. I mean, I know, like, the way that they judge, we talk about objectification of humans and how awful that is. The way that they come up to these animals is just like, let me see your teeth. Gross. Get it out of my face. This ugly dog, and it's like, I enjoy animals. I do not understand the competition aspect of your animal looks good. It's just, isn't it, Teddy, you love your dogs, right? Would you ever want to, do you watch the Westminster thing? Does that appeal to you?
No, it does not at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe because we don't know enough about it. Let me tell you some more about it. Let's get invested, okay?
No. I'm saying, like, I think it's weird to be like, your dog's hot. Like, that's just an odd take.
Can I tell you something? It's not your dog's hot. This is a beautiful being, all right?
Yeah.
Like, Rotham's playing fantasy dog right now.
It sounds like I said the same thing as you did.
Bourbon the Whippet.
That's a good band.
Who came out of retirement at 9.5 years old for the competition, was named the reserve Best in Show. That is the runner-up to the greatest dog in America.
Okay.
It marked Bourbon's third reserve Best in Show honor. So Bourbon's, been in second place for a long time.
I'm going to go look at Bourbon the Whippet. Hang on a second.
He finished second in 2020 and 2021. He came out of retirement, though.
I'm looking at Bourbon. Bourbon the Whippet is
out of retirement.
This is well,
I think I'm going to call it quits, guys. I mean, I've been running on this artificial grass and jumping over these artificial objects for a long time, and I got to spend some more time with my family. I've been an absent parent.
Can I also ask the question? This Bourbon the Whippet, by the way, it looks like a giant wet rat, or maybe like a ferret. Like, it's big.
You're just not seeing the beauty of it.
I mean, it's big for a rat or a ferret. But here's the question I have: why do they make the people who show these dogs wear like dress attire?
Why not?
You're running around with dogs.
No, it's not just about that. It's about the appearance. It's the whole spectacle. You're not going to take somebody seriously if they're showing their dog, but they're in some tracksuit. You got to look the part.
Mike, I don't take any of these people seriously because they show dogs for a living. What are we doing?
This is 149 years I've been doing this.
I know they've been doing it, and it's weird.
You and I have been, making casual observations for 12 years. We think we're doing something. This is 49 years of history.
I know.
And you want to just throw it down the drain.
No, I'm saying like 149 years ago, everybody went everywhere. It was like, oh, we're going to the boxing spectacle where they'll punch each other in the face till one of them dies. Put on your top coat and your hat. Like, I get it. But now...
Yeah, we don't do that now.
No, now we go to the boxing matches, and yes, there are some people who dress nice. There are some people who are like, and they're just like wearing whatever they wear. Like, you can wear whatever you want. Why do they have them dressing up? Like, let them wear like a tracksuit.
This event is so important that for years, like 20 plus years, right, Teddy? They would bump Monday Night Raw off the air. They would bump wrestling
they did.
off the air so that USA Network could broadcast the dog show.
I know. I'm just saying, you know what? Puppy Bowl, I get totally, because we're just looking at cute dogs. But at this point, it's like these dogs are out there like, what do you want me to do again? Whip around? Okay, I'll do the whip. And then what do I do? Like, they don't look like regular dogs. They're all brushed and groomed. It's weird to me.
I also enjoy when I see a greatest athletes of all time list and like secretariats on it. It's like Jesse Owens.
Stop.
And then the horse.
What are we doing? No,
what do we do? This is society, baby.
If you have a list of like, if you're a horse race person and you're like, oh, here's the top 10 horses that ever ran the Kentucky Derby, then fine. That's different because they don't know what they're doing, but you can judge their performance. Fine. But you're comparing them to like human athletes. What are we talking about? Human athletes had to think about, well, nobody believes in me.
You think the horse thinks about that?
No, the horse doesn't know anything about belief. The horse is just looking around going, where's the food? Where's the thing I mount?
Why is this tiny man whipping my ass?
This little guy is annoying. I better run faster. Maybe he'll leave me alone. That's all they're thinking.
What's on me, a big mosquito? Get off.
Right. Like, that's all they're They're not looking around going like, I got a legacy to uphold. They don't know they don't know pressure. They just know that they're supposed to not get hit in the ass. They want it to end as quick as possible.
All right, looky here. We're going to do Fat Boy Food Tip coming up next. We actually have something to taste today. The fine people at Cheryl's Cookies have sent us their latest creation. I'm not joking. It is a Frank's Red Hot frosted Cheryl's cookie. And Teddy, you're eating it. If we're eating it, you're eating it.
We're all eating it.
No, you were giving me the look before the show. You're eating it. All right?
Okay.
We spent the first half of this show in a bunker. You're going to eat this hot, spicy cookie. That's coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're going to hit some slow traffic on westbound 70 downtown between 23 and Livingston Avenue. And there's a couple-minute delay on eastbound 33 from 270 southeast to Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers Union. They're more than just hard hats and tools. They're the backbone of Ohio's infrastructure, constructing vital projects that shape your communities. From iconic bridges spanning rivers to underground tunnels, they build connections that stand the test of time. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
Next on Metro's Nada Yada Island podcast.
I almost fainted when the 4 new bombshells arrived. 4 free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G phones at Metro.
No way.
And finding out the 4th line is free. Oh, things got heated.
That's wild. Join Metro and get 4 free Samsung 5G phones. Only at Metro.
Plus tax. Bring 4 numbers and an ID and sign up for any Metro Flex plan. Not available currently at T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days.
How'd you like to wipe out all that credit card debt to start the new year off right? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Stop getting fleeced by the credit card companies. If you own your home, go to AFLcash.com now. Advantage First Lending can help you unlock that equity and get you tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's AFLcash.com. You can pay off all your credit cards and other high-interest debt super fast. Consolidate all your bills into one low monthly payment. AFLcash.com can help you tap into your home's equity to give you some serious cash so you can go into 2025 with less stress and more confidence. Get the cash you need from Advantage First Lending now. Most homeowners don't even need an appraisal. How great is that? Get on solid financial footing. Go to AFLcash.com. That's AFLcash.com or call 844-394-CASH. 844-394-CASH.
Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 1209177. Subject to lender approval. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Come for the obesity, stay for the anger. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Thursday. It is Would You Rather Thursday. Send in your Would You Rathers. Yes, we're back to doing it, at least for now. At Man and Bone 971 on Twitter. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. We have a taste test edition. It's right in front of us. I actually offered one to Dom Taberry and Nicole Sheeran from 10 TV. They both turned it down. Dom says, I can't have sugar.
Okay.
I've seen him eating sugar. He just chooses not to have this sugar. And Nicole was too chicken to try it, but we got 4 brave boys here. Me, T-Bone, Teddy, and Timmy has come in. It's time for Fat Boy Food.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip. This is dumb. I quit.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
I can't.
What is going on with you?
I'm an idiot.
Today's not the day to get that right.
No.
Timmy,
it wasn't going to happen today.
Don't make any excuses for him. He did it yesterday.
Oh, come on. We evacuated the building.
Oh, yeah.
You started the show in a cave.
Just telling you, there's no grace period from me.
Our friends at Cheryl's Cookies have sent us one of their latest creations. They've been trying to do this to get some publicity, and it's worked for them. Like they had a dill pickle cookie that they sold, and I guess some people liked. Don't eat it yet. It's not ready yet.
It smells hot, doesn't it?
I'm smelling.
But we're not doing the dill pickle.
Yeah.
They sent us limited edition Frank's Red Hot Buttercream Frosted Cookies.
All right.
And so we have
It might be my favorite condiment of all time. Just full disclosure.
Love a Frank's Red Hot.
I like it too, but I like both of these things. I love Cheryl's Cookies, and I love Frank's Red Hot. But together, I don't know. I think we should all take a bite.
All right.
Are
we ready?
I'll tell you what. It's not good, but it's also not as objectionable as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, no. So, I have had the dill pickle cookie that they did.
Yeah.
My Aunt Jerry, who I love, she sent us...
I'm going to take another bite.
She sent us the dill pickle cookie, and I hate pickle, right? But I tried it. I couldn't even stomach it. I couldn't even get it down. See, this has a nice, the flavor of Frank's Red Hot. You definitely get that taste coming through. And then on the back end of it, Timmy, I get that little bit of heat. Just a tiny smidge.
No, see, here's what I want.
Just a smidge of heat.
If we're going to do this, let's go to the Hamptons. Let's make it hot.
You want it hotter.
I want it hot.
It should be hotter.
If we're going to do a Frank's Red Hot cookie, and it's going to have an odd taste to it where we're trying to put a hot sauce into the cookie.
I agree with you. I'd like to have it spicy.
Hot, so my mouth is burning, and I'm like, man, I need a drink.
Can I say that they kind of have something working against them, right? Because this is buttercream icing, right? Frosting, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is, if it's made of cream, and I don't know the actual ingredients, but one of the things that neutralizes capsaicin
that cools it down.
That is something that if you're going to use buttercream, I wonder if there's just a certain level they can't get past it.
I feel like I'm getting a little bit more of the heat in the cookie dough.
Oh, you definitely are.
Yeah,
it's not coming
but
from
there
the
might
frosting.
be. I don't know if they have any kind of
Teddy, you've been
pepper
quiet.
Spices.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Tim. I think I was expecting this to be really hot, and it's got a little kick to it, but for me, who's not a huge spicy person, I can handle this, and I would think I should not be able to handle it.
I'll tell you
what.
what.
Be hotter.
Now, I think we should all say it's not good.
Well,
right?
you know what?
It's just not terrible.
Here's the thing. I ate the whole thing. If you like the taste of Frank's Red Hot, and you like, I'm saying, you know that it's got a heat element to it, but you just like the flavoring of it. I get more of the flavoring than the heat, don't you?
I agree.
And
definitely.
that is a weird thing to get in a cookie. However, If you know someone who really loves their hot sauce, this is something that's not gonna burn their mouth. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's all right. I ate the whole thing.
Well, it's a cookie. Why wouldn't you?
Now, can I tell you what the business model is for Cheryl's here? They want idiots like me to taste the cookie and tell you about the cookie, which we have done. Then they want you to go to Cheryl's, either their website or like they have the store over at Easton.
Yeah, they don't need you to buy the Frank's one.
Well, they
just want you to buy their cookies because they do have good cookies.
While you're in the store to buy everything else, which is what I do. They sent a box of their favorites along with this.
Yes, they did.
And I already had 7 of them today because they're fantastic.
Like I have one at my desk that was from the multi-pack. That's an orange cream.
Don't sleep on the lemon cream. The lemon frosted, I'm telling you. Oh my God,
how could it be bad? It's lemon.
Well,
and
some
then
people don't like lemon.
Too. Well, they're crazy.
Okay.
Who doesn't like lemon?
Oh, they're having another crazy flavor coming up in March.
What's that?
Well, on March 10th, it's National Ranch Day.
No thanks.
So they're going to make
no thanks. I'm out.
Potato chip ranch cookie.
No, I'm out on that.
No way.
No,
I like it. No.
No, but we're gonna if they send it to us.
I'm not eating it.
I'm in. We're gonna try it.
I'm not.
Why don't we just do a French dressing cookie?
Yeah.
Why stop at just ranch?
I say.
How about a French dip cookie where they give you a little cup of jus?
Nice. There you go.
A beef flavored cookie might be okay.
Yeah. Put some beef chips in there too.
By the
Save
way,
the neck for me, Clark.
I do have a Fat Boy food tip from a listener.
Yeah.
Jordan sent us one. He said, Fat Boy food tip.
Yep.
Wendy's was putting in work with the app today. Now, I don't know how much of this app is. I don't know if this is a special deal that he found or what. So he said that on the app today, you get, and he's included a screenshot where you get a Son of Baconator for $3. Okay. That's their deal they have in the app. I don't think that's like a thing you have to redeem. That's just a special they're running at the restaurant. Then they have a deal where if you purchase something, you get a free any size fry with your purchase. So for $3, he was able to get a Son of Baconator and a large fry. It's pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what's better?
What's that?
Baconator.
Okay, I agree.
I don't want the offspring of Baconator. If I'm a Baconator, I'm going all the way.
I'm just saying for $3, that's a good little meal. You got to throw a drink in there, but that's good for $3.
It probably would have been like $6 or $7 for regular Baconator. So this is half price.
Oh, I bet it's more. What do you think the regular price is for that?
Baconator?
I bet it's $7.50
just for the sandwich.
That's it's a lot of meat they're putting on there.
Of course, a lot of meat.
It's 2 different animals too. I mean, come on,
pig and a cow.
Are those the ones, Ted?
That's what it is.
Okay, I didn't know.
Depending on the day.
Put some Frank's Red Hot
get a
cookies
Frank's Red
on
Hot
there.
cookie on there too.
Yeah.
What was the Simpsons episode where like Homer was going to give up meat, and I think it's like Lisa starts listing all the things like you're not going to eat bacon, you're not going to eat ham, you're not going to have pork chops. And then you know what? I don't remember it. I don't know.
I do remember when Tyvus came in and said, I'm giving up bread, and then was like, well, except for like anything breaded, like breaded chicken, I can eat that.
No,
or I can eat. It's like, well, you're not giving up bread. What are we talking about?
I ain't seen The Simpsons in a long time.
The joke was Homer didn't know it all came from the same animal.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, yeah, magical animal.
He's kind of an idiot.
Man, I got to tell you, this is a real good real good storytelling by me, isn't it?
I guess you kind of had to be there, right?
Between the two of you and Rothman, it's just, you can just walk in a room and be like, ah? And it's like, oh, that was Seinfeld, season 4, episode 7.
When George is what happens when you get me out of my comfort zone.
But then you go to Simpsons and it's like, Mr. Burns?
No.
Mr. Burns. Yes, I'm think that's his name. I'm not
comfortable quoting The Simpsons as much as I am other things.
You guys
enjoy
are like encyclopedic with Seinfeld. It's amazing.
Well, I mean, not every savant is a savant at everything.
You're right. I know.
How many episodes are The Simpsons banging with now?
9,000.
They've been on for.
They're still going, right? New episodes?
Yeah, they're still making new episodes. They've been on for 30 plus years. So, I don't know. They make 20 a year?
2,000 episodes or something?
I can't do math. I mean, probably not.
I'm looking at it right now. Episodes of The Simpsons.
It's got to be a lot.
First of all, they're on season 36.
Yeah, right
now.
Oh, my God.
Pretty good. What's that? God. Can't get away from it. Can't get away from Larry David. I can't. Good. No matter what I do.
There's an entire. You can go through every episode too. On Wikipedia.
Yeah, we don't have time for that.
Come on, Rimmer. Just give us the summary.
And the total is
how many
episodes are there? Is it 1,000? Is it 2,000?
I can't find it. Teddy, you're the producer. You should be looking for this stuff.
I will say that
781
ever.
All right, 781. That tracks. If they're doing like 20 a year, that's about where you'd be. 20, 25 a year. It'd put you right in that ballpark.
This segment should go back into the bunker.
Oh, this segment. This segment's with Hitler in the bunker. My God. Degenerate T-Bone is next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You're looking at slower traffic on westbound 670 between Cleveland Avenue and 3rd Street. And watch out for an accident that's blocking the left lane on westbound 33 after US 42. This report is sponsored by AEP Ohio. Falling behind on your electric bill? AEP Ohio can help with payment assistant programs. Take their quick 2-minute survey to find your options. Visit aepohio.com/billhelp today to get started. That's aepohio.com/billhelp. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Bring the thrill of the stadium to your wallet with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the only checking account that rewards you for being a Crew fan. Pathways Financial Credit Union, your true financial partner. Federally insured by NCUA.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Guys, let's talk about something real. Ever had a bad experience in the bedroom that totally threw you off? It messes with your head, your confidence, and suddenly it's all you can think about. Next thing you know, you're avoiding trying altogether because the fear of failure is just too much. That's where Columbus Men's Clinic comes in. For over a decade, their medical providers have been helping men overcome ED and providing hope even when the pills and other treatments have failed. Their proven personalized treatments have some of the highest success rates out there, with results that bring back your confidence and connection. It's important to get your ED treated now so that it doesn't get harder to treat down the road. Columbus Men's Clinic has treatments that online pharmacies only dream about. Tonight is your night for intimacy and connection. Call Columbus Men's Clinic today at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation is discreet and could be the start of something incredible. 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. And let's make tonight unforgettable. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Get President's Day deals all month long at Cogan Ford. Get a new 2024 Ford F-150 for as low as $37,900. New 2024 Ford Super Duties starting at under $48,000. Or take $10,000 off MSRP on select new 2024 Broncos. Visit CoglinFord.com.
All factory rebates to dealer. All prior sales excluded. In-stock units only. No security deposit required. Residency restrictions may apply. See dealer for details. Ends 3/3/25.
It's a celebration of savings at Giant Eagle. Join us for My Perks Appreciation Days on February 21st and 22nd. Earn bonus perks on groceries and gas at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Gecko. Visit gianteagle.com/appreciation for details.
In a divorce, it's important to have a partner you can count on. I'm Rick Julius, a partner at Cordell & Cordell, a domestic litigation and family law firm. We champion your rights as an individual and your role as a parent, taking an aggressive approach in court while leveling the legal playing field in domestic matters. That's what a champion does. That's what Cordell & Cordell can do for you. Visit us at CordellCordell.com.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Columbus area attorneys. 10 West Broad Street, Suite 1550, Columbus, Ohio, 43215. CordellCordell.com.
Most radio stations suck. Here's why. They don't invest in local programming. We're live and local 14 hours a day. You can rest assured that every stupid thing we say is 100% local. Homegrown dumb since day one. The Fan.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus, 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth, and you'll become a role model, mentor, and decision maker in any environment, at any scale. It's a challenging path, but along the way, you'll sharpen your skills and show yourself and those around you exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead at goarmy.com/officer.
The Ohio State University Army ROTC. Buckeyes lead the way.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Highly medicated, barely educated. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
You know, Bona, I pride myself on having a little refrigerator full of ice-cold Coors Light right by my desk.
You sure do.
I mean, it's stacked full. Mm-hmm. But have you seen it recently?
I haven't peeked in there recently.
It's low.
Low?
It's low because I've given the green light to some of the people here to help themselves. You know, a lot of people, when they're off work, they still like to hang around. The camaraderie around the radio station is good, you know, when we're not getting evacuated and put into bunkers.
Mm-hmm.
So they take a little beer now and then, a little ice-cold Coors Light. That's no problem. But they're drinking me out of house and home.
Wow.
I only have like
people
a couple
around
more
here
left.
Drinking you out of house. That's shocking to me. I wouldn't expect that.
So even though this is a commercial for ice cold Coors Light, this is also my plea to my friends over at Coors Light. Please bring me more because I need some for the weekend. The kid's going to be home for a long 4-day weekend. I don't know what that has to do with me drinking beer at home, but don't either.
But you need some for the bunker, too.
That's
We
right.
need some out in the bunker, yeah. Whenever we get evacuated from here again, you never know.
So when your kid's home on Monday celebrating President's Day, I want you to crack open an ice-cold Coors Light. Toast to that. Toast to the presidents.
Okay.
Because let me tell you something. If George Washington was here right now, I'd give him a beer. An ice-cold Coors Light. 21 means 21. Please drink responsibly. You have too much money in your wallet? T-Bone will fix that. Degenerate T-Bone time.
Common Man and T-Bones. Degenerate T-Bone.
Degenerate T-Bone.
T-Bone's picks for the weekend.
Sponsored by Ohio Health. Choose between virtual or in-person appointments at 200-plus care sites, providing the finest care anywhere. OhioHealth.com/finest care.
Boom. Well, man, I've got some NFL futures for you. I've got some USA hockey for you, and then I've got a little NASCAR to throw in. That time of year, we got all of it going here. But let's start off with the NFL. Obviously, season just ended. We just had the Super Bowl, but that's okay. The futures are out for next year to win the Super Bowl. That would be Super Bowl 60. Philadelphia, the Eagles, still the team that everyone thinks is going to go repeat. Money's on them. 6-1 odds is what they're getting, plus 600. That's how that works. Baltimore, the next highest favorite, at 7-1, along with Kansas City. Chiefs getting plus 700 there. Buffalo also 7-1 odds. Then it's Detroit with 10-1. The Niners with 13-1 odds. A little surprising there, at least to me.
People think that was a mistake this year.
Just a fluke. It's not going to happen again. Green Bay 19-1 odds. The Cincinnati Bengals, people must think they're going to figure it out too. Get some semblance of a defense this year. They have the same odds, actually slightly better odds to win the Super Bowl than the Commanders do.
Well, you know what else they must figure out? How to pay their guys and keep them.
Well, no kidding.
Because that's a problem. Because, look, the least of your issues is a guy named, like, Jermaine Pratt, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not T. Higgins. He's not...
Trey Hendrickson.
He's not...
Jamar Chase.
What the hell is the matter with me?
I don't know. I don't know.
What is the matter with me?
Lisa said Homer should eat a horse or something. I don't know. Ted?
You know what? Back to you, Bone.
It's a magical animal.
This is what I get for trying to add something to the segment.
No, I appreciate you
Nothing.
trying.
I'm going to have another Frank's Red Hot cookie.
Right. Cincinnati, 21. They are, 20-1 odds. And then the Commanders are 22-1 odds. So figure that out. The Commanders were obviously very close to getting to the Super Bowl. Didn't get it done. But still, they're thought of highly. As for your team, Mike, the Chicago Bears, 43-1 odds to get and win the Super Bowl next year. Teddy, your Dallas Cowboys, who I heard from Dak, everything's going to be fine. They're ready to. Yeah, they're right there.
It's their turn.
It's their turn. Well, they're 60-1 odds.
All right.
Just so you know, Pittsburgh.
Hold on, what was the Bears at?
43-1.
They're better than the Cowboys odds?
Yeah, and the Steelers.
Wow.
And the Steelers.
Get out of here. It's just
better odds than the Cowboys and the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. Then you have, though, don't worry if you're wondering, are the Browns up there? No, Browns are 130-1 to win the Super Bowl next year, as they should be. The worst team, though, by the odds. And, I mean, there's a lot of teams down there with them. It's actually a three-way tie. Vegas, Giants, Titans, all at 200-1 odds.
What are you talking about?
To win the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady is running the ship now. With the Raiders, and they hired the geriatric head coach, Pete Carroll.
So they'll be back, baby.
They're going to get a quarterback, and that quarterback will get Tom Brady's magic dust sprinkled on him. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah. Maybe not. Anyway, if you believe that, go put some money on it. I wouldn't do that if I were you, but to each their own. Meanwhile, tonight, USA and Finland squaring off in the Four Nations tournament. Of course, Zach Werenski will be a part of Team USA, local guy there with the Jackets. But I don't know if you've taken a look at the Finnish blue line, Mike.
Oh, I love the Finnish blue line.
It's, let me tell you, it's not great. Defenseman Euro Vakanainen.
Oh, my guy.
Who is going to be playing quite a bit. He's a 7-year vet of the NHL. You want to take a stab at how many NHL games he has played in his career?
7.
More than that. 164 NHL games. Essentially like 2 full seasons over 7 years. Not exactly like a big performer in his career. He is one of the guys they're going to have to rely on because they have some injuries.
What about Vaney? Vaney Vevalainen not on there?
I don't think so. No.
How about Laine?
You know what? They do. Yeah, there
not
you go.
on the blue line.
No, but he's on the team.
He is on the team.
Zach's
going to get him.
That's right. And their goaltender, Juicy Saros.
Oh, he's juicy.
He is the Nashville netminder. He's not been good this year. He has only an .898 save percentage and almost a 3 goals against average. So that is no good.
898's good?
No, that's not good. Not compared. Were you talking the best in the world?
What's Elvis's save
You got
percentage?
Connor Hellebuck in there. He's not starting for anybody. Connor Hellebuck's got a .925 save percentage. That's .898. Go to hell. Bad. Team USA.
Elvis is from Latvia.
Lay the goal and a half. Team USA smokes them. And I would say you're going to see some goals in this one from Team USA. So I like that odds. NASCAR, the duels. The odds are the rain is going to probably win this one. They are getting dumped on right now. But there you go. Duels, Daytona Duels number 1 tonight.
What does that mean?
They run 2 races to qualify for the Daytona 500 this weekend.
Okay.
So they run 2, 50-lap, 25-lap races, Ted? Something like that. Anyway.
I think they're like 50, aren't they?
Yeah, 50. Okay.
How many episodes of The Simpsons, Teddy?
781.
All right.
Anyway, so half the field is in one race, half the field's in the other race. Kyle Busch is your favorite to win the first one. I'm just telling you this. Look at the odds on whatever betting app you're using and go down to the guys who are like, 10-1, 15-1, 20-1. Place that's where you put your money in the Daytona 500 or even these duels because there's always a wreck, there's always chaos, and some rando ends up winning it or has a good chance at it, is all I'm saying. So, like Ty Gibbs at 16-1, why not? You never know. Ty Gibbs could win this thing tonight, Teddy.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
The other thing is for like top 10s for Sunday's race, find some of those guys with long
the
odds.
top 10s are
because,
great.
There'll be probably a lot of wrecks, and those guys who you don't think will be up there, they'll finish in the top 10.
And after this race is over, they'll have a lot different odds based on where everybody's qualified. But the Daytona 500 is a sneaky fun betting option because you don't have to know racing. Just pick a name that has a big number next to it and cross your fingers.
Sterling
you got a guy to root for.
Marlin.
There you go.
I don't think he's on the list.
No, he's
Sterling Marlin. He's alive, though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. An in-season tournament is coming to the NHL. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. And you're going to hit a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to 270. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
At NJM Insurance, we're like a symphony. It all starts by doing the right thing. Add in dedicated reps and put policyholders first. But no jingles or mascots because it's just not us. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for Affinity Whole Health. I've trusted Affinity for 7 years for their testosterone replacement therapy. Why? Because it's natural for our bodies to gradually lose testosterone over time. This leads to brain fog, fatigue, muscle loss, low sex drive, none of the things you want. If you want to feel like you did in your prime and get your energy back, better mood, higher sex drive, increase muscle mass, then get started for free at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Affinity is local. They're accessible. They ship the treatments right to your door. feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Valentine's Day is a good deal sweeter when you shop at Meijer. This week, select bagged Valentine's Day candy is buy one, get one 50% off. Fresh from Meijer chocolate dipped strawberries are just $9.99. Certified Angus beef New York strip steak is $11.99 a pound. And our floral department is overflowing with beautiful fresh Valentine's Day bouquets and flower arrangements. Count on Meijer to bring more from the heart to Valentine's Day. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store, in the Meijer app, and online at Meijer.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co., located right here in Columbus. Introducing their newest product, 614 Vodka, Ohio's house vodka. Perfect to make a drink at home or try when you're out at your favorite local restaurant. Learn more at 614vodka.com.
Beloved former basketball coach and educator Satch Sullinger knows you got to keep moving to stay healthy. But that's not so easy when your aching joints won't cooperate.
We still want to move and we still want to get around and we still want to be active, but we start to deteriorate the moment we quit moving.
QC Kinetics regenerative treatments help restore movement in stiff, aching knees, hips, shoulders, and back, using only your natural healing properties to help restore damaged joints. That's a huge positive for Satch.
It's working, and what I really like about it is there's nothing foreign put in my body. Everything that was put in my body has been taken from my body. I love it. I love it. Like I said, I want to live until the day I die.
Get rid of the pain and start moving again. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus and call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation. 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Again, 208-4544. QC Kinetics.
Hey, it's Anthony from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. If you're searching for a Honda lease deal here in Central Ohio, I know you've come to the right place. Leasing allows you to enjoy that flexibility in one of their fantastic, sharp, reliable vehicles. I'm so confident that Rich and his team can tailor a lease deal that's right for you. Like a 2025 CRV LX all-wheel drive, $349 a month for 36 months, 30,000 miles with only $19.99 down. Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And aspiring comedian.
That's fun. What's your best joke?
All right, two windows were hanging out side by side. The first window says, "Sure is a hot day." The other one says, "Ah, a talking window."
That's pretty good, Wilson.
Bet you can't top that one.
Well, at Pella, we don't have the talking windows, but we do have the windows your friends will talk about.
Dang it, that's good.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the Michigan Wolverines at the Shot on Sunday, February 16th. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and the ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets and gear up for game day at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
Say yes to Diamond Seller's Wedding Weekend on February 21st and 22nd. Enjoy buy one, get one half off wedding bands, 20% off diamond anniversary bands, and special no-interest financing on engagement rings. Visit us in-store and learn more at diamondseller.com.
Back in the studio with a return visit from
Todd Schmelt.
Todd, the last time you were with us, you claimed to be
the dumbest person in Columbus.
You're being really hard on yourself.
Not in the least. You know what I got?
I hate to ask.
One of them thermostats with the dial and the needle. Woo, woo, woo.
Maybe that's not modern, but not...
What am I? Eli Whitney, Elias Howe, Johann Gertis?
I don't know who those people are.
Those are old-timey people from the 19th century, and that's me. Outdated, like my silly old thermostat.
Okay, look, you're not the dumbest guy in Columbus. You just haven't called Apex Pros.
The pros who knows?
Those
those guys. Whether it's the latest technology, fixing your furnace, or a brand new system, they know all the stuff so you don't have to.
I don't have to know it all?
Nah, you just have to know the pros who knows.
Apex Pros. I'm not the dumbest guy in Columbus.
I didn't even know who Johann Gertis was.
Inventor of the gas-powered unicycle. Look it up, doy.
Okay, you don't have to be mean.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros, the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
And I'm Timmy Hall. Fire up some women's basketball tonight at the Schottenstein Center. Number 9, Ohio State. They are 20-3 right now, even coming off the L.A. trip where they lost them both. They play a pretty good Minnesota team. Tips at 7:30. Action on ESPN Columbus and the Fans HD2. The men's team, they ran away from Washington last night. And on Sunday, they've got their biggest game of the season, hosting first place Michigan with Dusty May and Roddy Gale. Let's fill that place. In the NBA, we're getting close to the All-Star break. We'll have the All-Star game for you right here on the Fan Sunday night. Cavs demolished the Raptors to hit the pause button at 44-10. The Thunder are 44-9. They play tonight at the T-Wolves. Buckeye football recruiting 5-star 2026 safety target Braylon Womack from Mississippi announced one of his official visits. He's got just 4 of them. This summer will be to Columbus. Breaking sports news on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Objects in radio may be dumber than they appear. This is Man and Bone.
Gonna take some gasoline, burn her house down. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
I got a little eye caca. Oh, it's on the ball.
That's when you get the little eye boogies?
Yeah, it's on the eyeball.
Well, how do you get it on the ball?
I don't know.
Gleeking.
Sticks on the ball.
Get that eye gleeking.
That sounds bad. I don't know if it's as bad as the thing I read about the asteroid, which I know everybody's been talking about. That asteroid that could hit Earth in 7 years. Are you freaking out about that?
I'm not freaking out about it. What's the percent? It's like 2%.
Well, it was 1%.
All right, but it's still 2%.
We just found out about it in December, right? And now it's up to 2%.
First of all, let's do
next
the math
week
on this.
4%.
First of all, it's 2%.
2%.
Second of all, if it does hit the Earth, it's not going to be for 7 years. Also, our planet's 70% water. So of the 2% chance that it hits the Earth.
Go ahead.
I mean, there's
I'm ready, Steiner. I'm ready for
there's
it.
a 70% chance.
33 and a third.
That it doesn't. And you combine the 2% chance with the 70% chance.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You got nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, and Kurt Angle, too. So, I mean,
yeah, Kurt Angle, throw him in.
Throw Kurt Angle into the mix.
There's like no
chance. Haley's Common into the mix.
I mean, if we have 7 years, I mean, just out of an abundance of caution, shouldn't we just, focus on getting all the rocket ships together, Ultimate Warrior style, and
who's to say that
heading
we're
for
not?
that thing and trying to knock it off course?
Let me tell you something. When you call the IRS, they may not have any customer service representation there anymore because Trump fired them all. But you know that they're working on some sort of rocket defense net up there. Yes, of course.
I mean, we better. Like, I would like to know that it's like, well, the 2% chance that it does hit the Earth now is 0% chance because we turned it into little space pebbles. It's all done now. Bruce Willis went up there and said, let's go. One more ride.
He doesn't know where if there's any consolation.
No, he doesn't.
He's not aware of it.
I know. That's sad, but also I know what you mean.
And as Robert in the chat pointed out, this asteroid, it's not that big. It's like a city.
It's a city killer.
Not a world ender.
Oh, that's right.
So, yeah.
So, again, you got the water. You got the fact that it's just going to take out a city. I mean, the fact of it.
Just a city. Just a city full of people.
Come on, man. I mean.
It's like Dallas.
Half a city
like
burned
Dallas,
down
Texas,
not too long
right?
ago. We don't care.
Could hit Dallas, Texas, and whatever. What are you going to do?
Dallas, they have a terrible NBA team now. That's what they get for trading Luka away.
There would be a lot of Mavs fans who would be like, yes, we welcome the asteroid at this point. Go ahead. Yeah. Between them and Dak, God.
Well, and those horrible Stars jerseys that look like highlighter pens.
Oh, those Stars jerseys. I try to defend them before.
Don't defend them.
No, I don't think they look good. They're not that good.
I'm just saying, don't worry about it. How old are we going to be in 7 years anyway? Ted's going to be dead.
Older.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be like Shark's age. Then
that's right. Ted, you might be nearing retirement if you wanted to. Not that you want to.
Not quite.
Not that you want to. But
not quite.
You know. Yeah, Shark's getting close,
what
right?
What is Shark going to do in retirement? I mean, he's a guy who's worked in radio for so long. I just wonder when he doesn't have to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wake up? You mean he's been here for an hour? 2 o'clock?
What time does he get in?
He's in here sometimes like at midnight. They see him if there's a late football game.
We did see him after the national championship game, but that was like 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was just before that, maybe 1:45.
If he's getting here at 2 a.m., then he's waking up obviously before that.
Absolutely.
But I just wonder what he would do. And he's a big baseball fan. Maybe he goes down to spring training and does some of that.
I'm not worried about Shark because I feel like Shark's the type of guy, like he likes to go to national parks. He likes to travel around. Like you said, he loves baseball. Shark will probably, he's got grown kids who have their own lives and families going on. So he'll go see them. He's got the baseball stuff. He can always go do that. And then he'll take trips, I'm sure, to go to, national parks, bucket list stuff, checking all that off. I could see Shark being a guy who's like, yeah, every few months I got another thing going on.
Okay.
Another trip.
He deserves it.
He does. And I wish him well in retirement. But that's a big honor to be able to get to do that and do it your way.
The NHL and the Players Association, they've announced the World Cup of Hockey will return in 2028 as an in-season tournament. Now, unlike the NBA in-season tournament, they're not going to count regular season games towards this because it's nations going at it.
Yeah.
But they'll take a big break and they'll do that crap.
How would they do that? I mean, how would they do it if they were to award points for the team? It's like, well, all you guys play on this one team. I don't know. It makes no sense.
Beyond earmarking a spot on the calendar for the 2028 World Cup, the league and union haven't determined what exactly the tournament will look like. Bids from potential host cities still need to be taken, with the possibility of splitting games between Europe and North America as they were in the 2004 World Cup under consideration. So we should bid on this, right?
Sure.
Columbus should be a host city. Why not?
I love that. That'd be great.
Geographically, we're pretty close to a lot of things, especially in the, part of the country that matters.
Absolutely right. Now, I think that you got to get that going on. We got to start boosting our profile with that because I feel like a lot of times when there's expansion talk, let's put a team here, let's put a team there. Columbus is never on the list.
Yeah, but we have a hockey team.
I know we do.
We're there.
I know, but I'm saying like this is you need to start being a player for things like this. What you do have, which we've hosted college basketball tournament stuff. We've hosted let's host something like this. And then eventually maybe you get to where they put another WNBA team in, or maybe they think about an NBA team, or maybe someday. I mean, the amount of people in this city, we could support a Major League Baseball franchise. I know they probably won't ever do that because there's two other ones really close by. But we have talked about for years, if they were giving out franchises today based on the population and where the audience is in Ohio, Cleveland or Cincinnati, one, would not have a team. Columbus would have one of them, and then the other one would go somewhere. But we would have been a player in that if they didn't give these teams out 100 years ago.
I'm not a fan of in-season tournaments. I don't really like it. But if we're going to have one, I want to have it here. And here's the selling point. You tell me. And maybe there's one out there. You tell me. I'm actually, seriously, you tell me.
All right.
Which other city can offer two world-class 18,000-seat hockey arenas within 5 miles of each other?
I agree with you on that. You're exactly right.
That's what we have.
Yeah. One of them is clearly an NHL arena. The other one, though.
The other one is a professional hockey arena. They play hockey there.
Well, I mean,
it seats 18,000 people.
Collegiate hockey arena.
Well,
but yes, but I'm saying it's the same size. You're exactly right.
Yes.
Someday, if they haven't already, someone should have a book out about how the hell that happened. Because that is a fascinating story, is it not? Especially now, you could look at that and say, well, Columbus is big enough to have two venues like this. But back then, when they built both of these, all the little things that were working together to get Ohio State to build theirs, and then, of course, Columbus was like, well, we need one to make sure that we can get an NHL team. All of this combined to give us two, like you said, NHL, NBA-ready arenas. Mm-hmm. And what we use them for is an NHL team and a bunch of college sports. And yet Columbus routinely gets passed over for like, oh, I don't know if they could do a WNBA. I don't know. We've got two arenas, not one. We could definitely do that and still have all the concerts. I don't understand. I don't know why we get looked over for that stuff. But this, you're right. We should be in on this from day one. and make it a point. Columbus Sports Commission, let's go. Let's get this.
I mean, I don't know if that's a book.
It's a book.
I mean, what's it going to be called? T-Bone will read this?
What do you mean, T-Bone?
And no one else?
You don't think that's fascinating?
I mean, it is. I don't know if it's a bestseller is what I'm saying. Like maybe a podcast series. I'd listen to that.
Well, New York has 2 of these type arenas, right? They've got, the Barclays.
Now within 5 miles of each other.
I'm saying New York City has how many people? 13 million people living in that general area? We have like 2 million, and we have a closer proximity to stadiums than they do. I'm just saying, that's, to me, fascinating.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Teddy?
This ain't one of them.
Was that fascinating as in like good fascinating or bad fascinating?
All right, fine. I guess I'm the only one that cares. I'll just ask Dom Taberi, and he'll tell me how it happened. That's what I'll do. I'll just write it down.
Dom Taberi was holding court today, wasn't he?
Oh, he was.
Back in the 80s.
Well, we were evacuated out of this building, had a situation. They evacuated us. And, of course, the police show up. And so, Rick, who runs everything here, he's out there.
He's there. He's, making sure everything's working.
Right. And then, Timmy Hall is there because he's kind of in charge when Fish is in here. He's the assistant program director. So he's trying to find out what's going on for the radio station.
And then
Tom Taberi.
And then Dom. Hey, it's my good friends in blue. How you doing? Hey, glad you're here.
Yeah. He's discussing.
Say hi to Officer O'Malley for me.
Yeah, he knows everyone. Dom knows everybody. So he's just holding court. And it's like, Dom, I appreciate you want to talk to these guys. Can they do their job so we can get back to work?
Hey, it's a good little pooch there you got there. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they had all kinds of
things,
stuff.
That pooch?
They had
dog sniffing dogs.
They had all kinds of
dog sniffing dogs. That's right.
Sniffing a dog. Sniffing a dog.
A new sports league is emerging. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should watch out for an accident that's blocking 2 left lanes on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between I-70 and West Broad Street. About a 5-minute delay there. And you're also going to hit a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to 270. This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $90 on select sets of 4 Continental tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends February 15th. See store for details. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates as low as 9.90% APR with a Visa Platinum credit card from BMI FCU. The perfect low-rate card for your wallet. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. I would know. I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my 2 best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
That's are us. When dreams sunk in, that's are us.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel, plus low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsareus.com. 380-225-BATH.
That's are us. When dreams sunk in, that's are us.
Breaking news coming in from Bet65. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
How'd you like to wipe out all that credit card debt to start the new year off right? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Stop getting fleeced by the credit card companies. If you own your home, go to AFLcash.com now. Advantage First Lending can help you unlock that equity and get you tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's AFLcash.com. You can pay off all your credit cards and other high-interest debt super fast. Consolidate all your bills into one low monthly payment. AFLcash.com can help you tap into your home's equity to give you some serious cash so you can go into 2025 with less stress and more confidence. Get the cash you need from Advantage First Lending now. Most homeowners don't even need an appraisal. How great is that? Get on solid financial footing. Go to AFLcash.com. That's AFLcash.com or call 844-394-CASH. 844-394-CASH.
Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 1209177. Subject to lender approval. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Ohio has over 920,000 diabetics. If you are a diabetic, take a step in the right direction by having your feet checked routinely by a podiatric physician, the most qualified doctors to care for your feet. Adding a podiatrist to your healthcare team can help you better manage the effects of diabetes on your feet. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
February is Children's Dental Health Month, so make sure you make an appointment for your child to visit an Ohio Dental Association member dentist. ODA member dentists are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, are bound by the highest ethical standards, and have access to superior ongoing education and training. On your next visit, ask if your child's dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association and American Dental Association, so you know you're being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit ODA.org. Amazon Business offers smart business buying solutions, so you can spend more time growing your business and less time doing the admin. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. As we head into this evening, a few flurries could continue before coming to an end tonight. Temperatures getting cold, dropping into the teens. We'll be back up in the low 30s Friday with more sunshine. Some wintry mix Friday night into Saturday before turning to all rain heading through Saturday evening into Saturday night. Could see some flooding in our southern counties. Temperatures out there will drop on Sunday with some snow possible to come in for the back half of the weekend. That's your latest 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Did you feel that? It's your radio getting fatter. Getting fatter.
Chubby time!
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Hey, this dumb show is brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. We had a little bit of a situation today. We had to evacuate the building for a period of time. So we started the show today in a bunker, and it was terrible. But now we're back.
Yeah.
It's still terrible, but at least it sounds professional. There's that. You go to a party, there's all sorts of stories that exchange, right? We used to have a boss here at the radio station that we would make fun of because he claimed that every situation had happened to him ever. We used to make jokes like, hey, remember that time you got eaten by a bear? It's like, I got chased by a bear once.
Right. You could say anything. We had Torg previously worked here. He one time said, watch this, went into his office and said, I just got hit out in the parking lot by a car. I was walking over, a car bumped me. I was okay.
I got hit by a car.
Just to see if he would say, oh yeah, I got hit by a car too. And he did. He had a I got hit by a car story.
I think he would even have trouble doing one of these.
Okay.
Because you're not going to a lot of parties like, hey, you ever get swallowed by a whale whole and then spit out?
I can think of a biblical character who had that, Jonah.
I understand, but this is a real story.
Okay.
A humpback whale briefly scooped a kayaker into its mouth off the Chilean Patagonia coast before quickly releasing him unharmed in an incident caught on camera. So this guy was kayaking with his father. The whale swallows him or scoops him into his mouth.
Yeah.
He's saying to himself, stay calm, stay calm. I thought I was dead. I thought it had eaten me, that it had swallowed me.
Sure.
He was then spit out, but he was still scared because he didn't know what the whale was going to do to him or his dad, which was in the area. Who was in the area?
Well, I mean, because a lot of whales, right? Isn't that how they feed? Where they just open up their mouths and gulp a huge amount of water, and then whatever's in it,
krill and fish,
eat the little tiny things that you can barely see. But then anything else, like something that big, the whale's probably like, oh no, I don't want this, even if it would be, I mean, delicious. Who knows?
So that guy swallowed whole by a whale, spit out. Not a lot of guys at the party that are going to have that story to tell.
No, I wonder though, like, you know, people sometimes who go through a horrific situation or live through a tragedy, or like, you know, some very quick thing happens to them, like a car accident, and they'll say like, oh yeah, it only lasted a couple seconds, but it felt like an eternity. I remember every, you know, aspect of it. I remember when this happened and that happened, and they can walk you through every bit of it. I wonder if this guy has the same thing where he's like, it felt like I was in there for 5 minutes, or does he feel like I barely registered what happened, and then before I knew it, I was out of the whale?
I don't know. I'd ask him questions like, what did the inside of the whale's mouth smell like?
Probably not good.
I don't know.
I mean, it probably smelled like you ever been to like a fish market? It probably smelled like that. Probably smelled gross.
New sports league is starting up. The United Soccer Leagues, the organization that administers most of the lower division leagues in the United States, announced today that it intends to add a new league to its portfolio, one that is sanctioned as Division I, the same level as MLS.
Mm-hmm.
The as-yet named league, which USL says it intends to launch in 2027, would give the organization a circuit at each level of the men's U.S. soccer system, along with the Division II USL Championship, Division III USL League One, and the semi-pro USL League Two and USL youth leagues.
Okay.
They are saying, well, we don't see this as a competitor to Major League Soccer. We're just going to go out and do our business. And I'm assuming it's not unless they have like hugely deep pockets behind them, but this is something that we haven't seen before, a real competitor to Major League Soccer. Do you think something like this could take off?
Not. I would be surprised. I mean, here's the way U.S. soccer works and Major League Soccer works. U.S. soccer and Major League Soccer, a lot of the people who sit on the boards of both of those entities are either familiar with each other or they worked for the other one before, right? So if you are, like Don Garber has a very close relationship, the commissioner of Major League Soccer, with U.S. Soccer's board. So I would be surprised if, and maybe there's a legal challenge that allows USL to do this and say, all right, this is also a Division I entity, right? And get technically honored as that. Unless there are 20 to 30 billionaires who say we'd rather join USL and their structure than Major League Soccer's structure, I don't know how this thing works. I don't know how it flies. I mean, they have some TV deals. They do have some of their games on television, but, you know, I mean, again, I guess there's this possibility, right? Because MLS insists on being on Apple TV to get the most money possible. If they're paywalled and you have USL with, like I said, 20 plus well-heeled individuals coming in and saying, we want to own these teams and create a first division league. And then they call Fox or ESPN or someone like that. And they say, yeah, we are in on this. And here's a bunch of money that we weren't willing to give MLS, but we'll give to you for some reason. And then those owners go out and pay more money for players than Major League Soccer is. You might have something. But did you hear how many ifs I had there?
Yeah.
Like, I find that to be very, like, by the technical law of the land, whatever, they may be considered a first division league, but we just had the borderline MVP of the league of Major League Soccer, Cucho Hernandez, go to play for like the 10th place team in Spain, where he's going to be a backup, by the way. Like, he left here.
Why does he want to go there and be a backup?
Because his coach said, I don't respect MLS. You got to go play in Europe. If you're gonna get in with the Colombia national team by the World Cup, you're gonna have to show me something in Europe. So he left to go do that. Whether that's fair or not, that's what happened. Tell me how a USL league is going to get that kind of track. MLS is struggling after 20, almost 30 years, right? They're struggling still to get that traction. This is their 30th season where big-time coaches in national teams still say, I don't think the level's up to speed. How is USL going to compete with that? The answer is they'd have to do it for another 30-plus years and take owners away from MLS and all this other stuff.
Or Saudi investment.
Sure, that could be a thing.
You know, that is something that Major League Sports in this country has not really allowed, unless it's Live Golf.
Right, that's the only one.
But if they allow the Saudis or, your billionaire of choice.
Sure.
From a country maybe that is not desirable on several levels. If they're allowed to come in here, plop their money down, throw it. Look what the Saudi Professional Soccer League is doing.
Yeah, they are getting legit stars to go there and play.
Legit stars. Now, are they in their prime? I don't know. You can answer that question.
No, most of them aren't. But you remember that's where we've had Lucas Elrayon from the Crew. He went over there while he was still relatively close to his prime. They do get guys like that in addition to the Cristiano Ronaldo who's pushing 40. They do get guys there, but you're right. It would take something like that where you would have to have hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, like for every team for multiple years, probably for a decade or more before that thing would really make a dent. USL does have a good structure. They do a lot of good for soccer in the U.S. and teams that, like Louisville. If you go down to Louisville right now, Lou City FC, they do a great job down there. They have a men's program. They have a women's team, and they have a stadium that is very nice. If you drive through Louisville, you can see it. That is a good organization. I'm not knocking the quality of soccer that's played there or anything. What I'm saying is you need another 25 of those,
right?
And you need way more money than's getting pumped even into that place for it to be a top-tier league to compete with MLS.
If they are going to do it, though, if in this all these ifs hit, it seems like they have, because of the system that they currently work with, they would have promotion and relegation.
They would. They absolutely would, because they already control lower-level leagues that they could easily pop these teams up and down through. I am not someone who believes that is what makes soccer break through in a big way in the U.S., because I don't think most U.S. sports fans are looking forward to, like, if the Browns, I don't know, like, there's no comparable thing, right? Because
there's no comparable thing.
The NFL has no minor league system other than college. You can't put the Browns in the SEC if they're bad. And Major League Baseball would never do this, right? But you never see the Yankees fall down to play AAA ball. Like, that's the equivalent. Do people want that? I don't know. Soccer fans say they want it, but there's not 100 years of history to fall back on if your team goes down to relegation for a couple of years. So I just don't think that's realistic.
Should we do some Would You Rather fun?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, would you rather, at Man and Bone 971, text the burner phone, 614-787-3093. We have been ignoring them. We're still, half in the bunker, half out. But coming up next, Would You Rather fun in 2 minutes. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is slow on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. And watch out for an accident that's blocking 3 left lanes on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between I-70 and West Broad Street. Looking at a 45-minute delay there and stop-and-go traffic from Cemetery Road. This report is sponsored by Audible. And if you're stuck in traffic, why not tap into your well-being with Audible audiobooks, podcasts, and originals? Spend some time with expert insight on better health, relationships, finance, and more. Start listening free with a 30-day trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Save on credit card interest and keep more money in your pocket. Open a new Visa from Kemba Financial Credit Union and pay 0% annual percentage rate on purchases and balance transfers made within the first 90 days for 18 months. Visit Kemba.org to apply or to learn about our signature card with more benefits and extra cash back. Restrictions apply. Offer ends March 31st, 2025.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus, 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
For 100 years, our passionate Atlas Butler has been helping people.
from those who have relied on us for years to those who call us for the first time. For our team, their families, and our community, Atlas Butler is here to keep Central Ohio safe and comfortable with trusted, convenient service. Call today, get it fixed today. That's our pledge to you.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Ohio State Buckeye fans, it's time for the annual Pink Game with Ohio State women's basketball. Join us February 17th at 12 p.m. at the Shot to cheer on the Buckeyes as they take on Iowa in a thrilling matchup. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets and gear up for game day at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Just be glad you aren't as stupid as these two.
Oh, yes.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Hey, tomorrow, it's a big Friday show.
Yeah.
Big Valentine's Day show. And I promise we're going to try and not suck tomorrow.
We'll do our best, but I mean, you promise we'll try, but we can't promise we won't suck.
No.
Because we do suck.
Would you rather fun? Bradley says, my guys.
I got bronchitis.
Would you rather kayak in open water with a 50% chance of getting swallowed by a whale, or be forced to have an hour conversation with Herb Street while you're both making duty in adjacent stalls?
How long am I in the kayak with the what chance again?
50% chance of getting swallowed by a whale. There's no time on here, but let's say it's an hour of kayaking.
Oh, the hour of just, well, I mean, if you're in the stall, I don't have to see him.
No, and I could really,
I would
make a smelly poop.
Let me tell you, he'd be the loser on that deal. Because one, I can talk forever.
Would he wipe himself or has his dog lick him clean?
That's a good question. I really hope the answer is not the second one, just for the dog's sake. Disgusting.
Footlong Taco says, my guys.
Too hot. I want one of those now.
Would you rather survive a horrible car accident when your wife is 4 months pregnant with your first child, resulting in constant pain, countless surgeries, and a significant TBI, and a life of diminished earnings, or die a legend and have your friends and family have to explain to your kid how awesome you were in your day? I got to tell you, Footlong, that's pretty dark.
I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't
at all.
either, but you know what?
Okay.
I don't hate it, but
so what he's saying is you get to see your kid born, but you have a rough life after that.
Oh yes, you're not able to live by yourself or take care of yourself.
Sure.
Any of that,
but you do get to still see your child and be a part of their life and all that. Or you're just gone. You never get to experience any of that. I mean, for me, I would want the joy of fatherhood still. So I would want to be around for my kid, even if I was dealing with a lot of physical difficulties.
I think I'd rather be dead.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'd rather the kid not remember me like that and have this image of what I would have been.
I see. This is very dark. I don't know if there was a good answer there, honestly. I don't know what we could have done there to make that one fun.
What is this? My Bob Capaces.
Beautiful.
Jack and Dick.
Beautiful.
You and your wife get to work together to ruin a seahole's life.
Okay.
Would you rather get the vengeance of getting to pick who gets their life ruined while your wife decides how it's ruined, or let your wife pick the target and you get the creative expression of deciding how their life is ruined?
Oh, all right. So the idea being you are either in control of whose life gets ruined, but you have no say in how it happens.
I'd rather pick who. Now, here's the thing. We're both pretty diabolical. Now, she fools people because she's nice.
Yeah.
Right? But I go home and I see the true vindictive a-hole that she is.
Right.
And I know that she would do a good job torturing, ruining the life. She'd have some good stuff planned out. I just want to pick the target.
Yeah. See, I think it would be the opposite for me because my wife does think she's pretty diabolical, and she will tell me sometimes, she's like, oh yeah, it's what I would do. And I'm like, oh, that's, and then I'll say like, well, here's what I was thinking. And she's just like, oh gosh, that is horrific. And she thinks she's dark, but she's not. And I think she would be better at figuring out who should have their life ruined. And then I could take over from there. She's too empathetic. And that's a good thing normally, just not in this scenario.
I'm scrolling through the rest of these.
I got one for you. This is from Yukon Cornelius, who says, who would win between a silverback gorilla or a grizzly bear? Now, to me, this is no contest. Grizzly bear, not a black bear, not like the kind we have around here. The ones that they have way up north. The ones that if you see one coming, it doesn't matter if you play dead, you stand up and yell at it, like they're just going to devour you. They're like 12 feet tall. And
Silverback gorillas, though, are really strong.
Have you met bears? Bear would throw that thing around like a rag doll.
You think so?
And what silverback gorilla have you ever met that has claws? They have hands that look like our hands. They have nails.
Well, right, but because you can give them a spear or something, and you can use it.
No. You're just in the wild. He'd have to find a spear, he or she, whatever. I don't know which one's stronger. The gorilla would have to find something to use against them. The bear's just going to be like, "Brah," and just swipe at it, and it's going to be mortally wounded. So I think the grizzly bear wins that 100 times out of 100.
Teddy, this one's for you from Jeff Rimmer's middle half. Says, my chocolate starfish.
The male doesn't fit into the female.
Would you rather Tully Blanchard or Bobby Eaton be your stepdad?
Tully Blanchard.
Probably, yeah. Well, Tully be pretty good, but he had some issues back in the day. I think Bobby Eaton probably is more my speed as far as being overall. I'm going with Bobby Eaton.
Would you rather sit in a bunker for 3 weeks with Rimmer or Taberry, no phone or outside entertainment? That's tough.
I feel like, man, I was going to say Rimmer would probably at some point take a phone call and you'd have to sit there for an hour. He's like, yes, my good friend so-and-so. And then you'd have to just hear him be like, remember when you were this? And he just, but Dom does that too. Dom is on the phone all the time.
Now, let me ask you, though, this. They're both old. So at some point, you think they'd be tuckered out and just go to sleep for a long period of time.
Who has more energy?
Who has more stamina? Yeah. Because Dom's used to staying up late because of the shift that he works.
Yeah, I think Rimmer probably is now settled into more. He's retired.
Yeah.
So he has probably gotten
a lot of
more comfortable with. Yeah, I think that's where I'll go.
Take Rimmer.
Yeah. Not that I wouldn't want to talk to both of them. It's just, we're going to need breaks. We're going to need nap time.
No, I don't want to talk to either of them.
Okay.
Adam in Delaware says, would you rather there only be 2 squares every time you had to go number 2 in a public bathroom?
Oh, that's bad news.
Or there's only 1 piece of Kleenex every time you had a sloppy sneeze? I'll go with the lack of Kleenex. I can use my sleeve on that. As disgusting as it is, I can't use my sleeve to wipe cracky.
No. It's a public bathroom. You got to have ample amount of toilet paper. That's like the scare. I check before I go in. Like if I go into a stall and I got to do that, I have to feel up into the little thing and see
feel up into the little thing.
Well, because they have the cover on it because they don't want people stealing the toilet paper.
Stick your hand up the slot.
You got to make sure there's a full roll in there because if it's just like a tiny little sliver left, then you could be out of luck.
My nut hairs.
Flacco, my Cracko.
Would you rather drive a car with very little suspension or one that's uncomfortably large like a Wienermobile? I'll take the Wienermobile. Although that may hurt my drive-through game.
Yeah, the no suspension thing, it would be bad as far as going over bumps and stuff, but you'd probably be able to get it'd probably handle okay around corners and stuff because it'd be low to the ground. So you'd probably be all right there.
Now here is some unscientific research that we have here from one of our listeners.
Okay.
We're talking about a silverback gorilla against a grizzly bear. He or she says they have gorillas in Africa that they call lion killers because they've been known to kill lions. I don't think a bear can kill a lion. That's another question. I don't know. Bear against lion.
I think a bear would beat a lion. Yeah, again, you talked about with tigers, right? They are never going to face each other one-on-one because lions hunt in packs.
If it was just one lion, one tiger wins every single time.
All right.
Because it's just bigger and stronger. But lions hunt in packs. They would take down a tiger who is a solitary animal in 2 seconds because they communicate.
A male lion is the bigger of the 2 lions, even though the female lions
does
do the
all
hunting.
the work.
Yeah. The male lion, it says here, I just Googled it to find out. It says that a male lion's weight is, on average, about 400 pounds.
Okay.
A grizzly bear's weight can get well over 1,000 pounds. So you are talking just a much physically larger animal that also has claws that are as big, if not bigger, than a lion's claws, and just as big of teeth and everything. Like, I just am not seeing how the grizzly bear is losing to pretty much anything. It has no natural predator other than humans.
Good news. We have this thing called artificial intelligence now.
What is artificial intelligence?
So I just asked it. Yeah. Would a grizzly bear beat a silverback gorilla?
Okay.
Here's what it told me. A grizzly bear would likely win a fight against a silverback gorilla. Grizzly bears are stronger, have more experience in combat, and have claws that can be a major advantage. Grizzly bears are estimated to be 2.5 to 5 times stronger than the average human.
Okay.
Grizzly bears have more experience and instinct in deadly combat than gorillas. Grizzly bears have claws that can be a major tide turner.
It sounds like it's just re-saying the same thing like 5 times. This is good.
You know, it's interesting, though. Grizzly bears, now, of course, they have bigger teeth, bigger jaw, all of that. Grizzly bears have a bite force of 1,160 PSI.
Okay.
Which I'm guessing is impressive.
Sounds pretty good. I don't know.
Gorillas have a bite force of 1,300 PSI.
Oh, slightly better.
Slightly better. Right.
All right. So if they could, I mean, again, if a gorilla could get its, I don't know, get its mouth around the gorilla's or the grizzly bear's arm, then maybe it could bite it in half or something. But I'm going to go ahead and say the grizzly would never let that happen.
Here's how they say this fight may go.
Okay, great.
Some say that a gorilla would need to land several critical hits in a row to take down a bear. Others say that a gorilla could stand on the chest of a grizzly bear, grab its paws, and rip its arms out.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, I'm willing to hear them out on this.
If the silverback is going to win, it's going to have to rip the grizzly's arms out.
Yeah. Was that Han Solo that said, let the Wookiee win? Is that right? Because they're known to rip the arms out if they lose in the intergalactic chess game.
There's also a very rudimentary cartoon here.
Oh,
you can watch this video to learn more about a silverback gorilla versus a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is what AI's doing, baby.
I stand by my grizzly bear prediction. I think
and you're
grizzly
probably
bear's
right.
Beating just about anything.
Likely,
but
who knows? Mm-hmm. And that's why we play the games, Bone.
You're right. That's why we play the games.
That's why we play the games. We all thought that Ohio State was going to beat Michigan.
Likely. Didn't win.
Didn't win.
You're right.
Instead, they stood on our chest, ripped our arms off.
Yeah. I mean, the best team on paper wins 50% of the time.
But then
that's what I've
we
heard,
sewed our arms back on and went out, took care of business.
Now, when you look at the matchup between gorillas and grizzlies overall, it is actually 500. They're dead even. Over time, they have both
when they fight each other,
and 82.
Right,
Carl Ravitch said that. Yeah.
Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 15-minute delay due to a disabled vehicle that's blocking the left lane on northbound 315 before King Avenue. And we've got a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows that free is just better. That's why My Lowe's Rewards is free to join and lets you unlock member-only deals. Earn points towards My Lowe's money and more. Join for free today. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Men, this is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And you've heard me talk a lot about how treating low testosterone can improve your sleep, your workouts, your energy levels, and more. But today I want to talk to you about your sex drive, because low testosterone can have a significant impact on your desire for intimacy. It can even be a factor in erectile dysfunction. And if you're in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship, a low sex drive could really be a problem. The good news is that if you're like most guys, treating your low testosterone could really change the way you feel about sex, giving you back the flame and desire that is so important when you love someone. So if you're feeling sluggish and tired, if you're not sleeping well, if your workouts aren't that great, and most of all, if your sex drive is more like a putt, make an appointment at Tri-State Men's Health and have your testosterone levels checked. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from classic 3-cheese, pepperoni, or extreme meat pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 3/4/25. See app for full terms.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Maybe your furnace isn't running so well. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater, or maybe it's just a leaky sink. Let my team take care of you the same way they take care of all my championship buddies. Check us out at carpentercolumbus.com.
It's a celebration of savings at Giant Eagle. Join us for My Perks Appreciation Days on February 21st and 22nd. You can earn bonus perks on groceries and gas at Giant Eagle, Market District, and Get-Go. Don't miss out on these extra savings opportunities. Visit gianteagle.com/appreciation for details. Make the most of your shopping by earning more free gas and groceries with Giant Eagle and My Perks.
At NJM Insurance, we like to think of ourselves as a symphony. We start with a foundation of doing the right thing. Then we layer in dedicated reps whose priority is you. Add in excellent discount programs. And last, but certainly not least, we put our policyholders first. And the reason we don't use jingles or mascots is because it's just not us. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance. NJM. Insurance underwritten by NJM Insurance Company and its subsidiaries.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
At Pella, we use the newest technology to show you exactly how new windows would look on your home.
Well, we keep it simple at our window place. We use a number 2 pencil to draw what your house will look like with our new windows. See?
Oh yeah, that definitely looks like a number 2.
Thank you, Leslie. Wait, I see what you did there.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
Master Grillers Unite. The grilling season never ends at Billiards Plus. Come see their best-in-class grills for yourself and check out Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the Michigan Wolverines at the Shot on Sunday, February 16th. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and the ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets and gear up for game day at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine.
What?
Timmy Hall and Tyvis Powell.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, if only you could be here. Fly on the wall during the break. We'd all be arrested.
Only.
We were talking in the last segment about what land animal could beat a grizzly bear in a fight. So I've gone to the internets for the answer. And there are some, Bone.
A gorilla.
No, we already determined that's not likely to happen.
What are the land animals that could beat a grizzly bear, do they think?
A hippopotamus.
Oh, that's a good call.
They are nasty.
Hippopotamus? I don't think nothing can beat a hippo, actually. Isn't that correct?
Well, the other things they think can take down a grizzly bear is a rhino.
Yeah.
And an African elephant.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
right.
boy.
You know what? I was thinking of this is a dumb way to say this. I was thinking of fuzzy creatures. I wasn't thinking of... I was thinking of lions,
of the
and
fuzzies
tigers,
now.
all that.
What about the furries?
I wasn't thinking of the ones that are like, yeah, we've got the weird leathery skin. We live near the water.
We're kind of in the water and out of the water.
I mean, elephants,
we're kind of
I guess.
amphibious.
They're not, but
what about land only? I mean, not to say that the king of the jungle can't take a dip into a body of water. What about are we shortchanging the king of the jungle?
No,
no chance.
We were talking about this. The
can't
lions,
be done.
Like an average male lion weighs about 400 pounds. An average grizzly can weigh up to an average male grizzly is like 800 pounds.
I get the weight.
They get over 1,300 pounds. They're
get
huge.
the weight is different, but when we're talking about our bite and our tenacity and our ferociousness,
the hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus is in there.
You're not going. I don't think nothing.
Have you seen?
It's up there.
Have you seen the hippos? When there's a video I saw of a guy who's like in a boat.
You seen him, Tyvis?
I seen it.
Yeah, there's a boat. It gets him every time. Guy going in a boat. They're going down the river near where the hippos are, and there's one on the bank, and it sees the boat, and for some reason it's like, not today, boat. And the hippo decides, I'm going after the boat. The guy has a motor on the back of the boat. They're cruising. And all of a sudden you see this hippo dive in the water.
I think
and then you see the hippo's head come out. And it's like, I don't know, 100 yards behind. Next time it's like 80 yards, then 40 yards.
It's like Jaws.
Closing.
It's like Jaws.
And then the guy hits the hippo. He hits the gas and the boat goes and gets away from it. But
scared
it's terrifying.
I would be like,
what would you do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Hit the gas.
You're not going to jump out of the boat.
No, I'm not jumping out of the boat. Are you crazy? That's what he wants you to do.
I'd just say, what are you going to do, Hippo?
No.
Are you going to actually bite into our boat?
It's going to smash you in a million pieces.
No, I'm saying I would just trust that we could get away from it, but
take the wheel. Just
when the push comes to shove and he catches up to the boat, what are you going to do, Hippo? You're going to knock the boat until we fall off and kill us all?
The only thing you can do.
What's your end game?
Say your prayers.
If we were to put Seent on a T-shirt, how would we spell that? S-E-E-N-T?
He hasn't moved past that.
Yeah, no, he's stuck on
That's the first Tyvis shirt we're going to have.
I seen it.
I seen it.
That's actually going to be a segment that debuts at 6:47.
Are you really doing a segment called I Seen It?
Well, I won't say I seen it, but it will be Have You Seen It? And we'll see what Tyvis says.
I see.
Yeah.
What else is coming up?
Coming up tonight.
And when I listened to that, I heard it.
Right. Well, so the segment is officially going to be You Seen It. That's going to be.
And I heard it.
Yes. So we'll obviously talk about Matt Patricia being the defensive coordinator. Haven't heard Tyvis's thoughts on this outside of our preliminary discussions before we knew that this was a real deal. Buckeyes are getting a big official visit from a 5-star recruit that we'll tell you about. And Tyvis, this basketball team.
Ooh.
Big game.
Yes, it was.
Big game coming up on Sunday.
Are you talking about this Sunday? I thought you were talking about last night.
Well,
last night was a good victory, but we got a big game coming up.
Yeah.
We're in between those two games.
Isn't it nice? Victories.
Victory is nice. We'll talk about victory.
It's the month of February. Black History Month coming, man, if you didn't know.
Oh, I know.
Very aware.
Blacks on
history. All month long.
Blacks on history.
All month long. Yep, I agree. We should talk more.
He's trying to get you.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
You know what? In honor of Tyvis, this is not the back page today. It's the black page.
Okay.
T-Bone's going to give us all black news and notes.
I wasn't prepared for this. I do have a story, though, that I think is funny because I enjoy this quote. Timmy, your guy, former Jayhawk, Markieff Morris.
Markieff Morris.
He counts.
Of course he counts.
Okay, for the black page? Okay, fine. All right. Okay. I see. Thank you guys for making sure I knew that.
Marcus Morris, twin brother.
Marcus and Markieff, both twins.
They both count.
Yes. Markieff, though, is in the NBA, and he been playing for the Dallas Mavericks. Well, you may have heard there's a big trade involving the Lakers and the Mavs with Luka Doncic going to the Lakers, but there were other players involved, too. Including
one of the others.
Markieff Morris was one of the guys who went from the Mavs to the Lakers. And apparently he had a funny story about this. He said when he got the call from his agent, they said, hey, you're being traded. And his exact quote was, who the hell wants me? And so I respect the honesty. Yeah. When he's like, why am I getting traded? I'm just a guy.
I wonder about that too, Marquis.
Right? I've never felt a quote more from an athlete. Who the hell wants me? Yeah, I agree with that. I know that feeling.
A lot of current players for the Jayhawks that I asked those questions about.
There you go. And keeping up with the Kardashians, the mansion that Kris Jenner and, of course, all the Kardashian-Jenner dynasty lived in for many of the years of that show is now up for sale.
They don't apply, but they've been sexually intimate.
Okay.
Right?
The Kardashians' mansion is for sale. If you'd like to buy it, it is $13.5 million.
Is it in Calabasas?
I think that is where it is. You're right. Yeah,
it's fun to say.
6-bedroom, 8-bathroom house spanning approximately 8,800 square feet. Originally purchased by Kris Jenner and Caitlyn Jenner for $4 million back in 2010.
What's the most fun Southern California town to say? Calabasas. What about Rancho Cucamonga?
That's
CJ
really
Stroud.
That's a good one. Rancho Cucamonga.
Cucamonga.
San Bernardino.
That's very good.
That's a good one.
Ojai. I think Ojai is fun to say.
Ojai is good.
I've never heard of it.
Oxnard.
I've practiced out
there.
You
did Oxnard?
I was with the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's where they go.
Yeah, that's a Dallas Cowboys training camp. You and Bobby out there.
How do you feel about a Simi Valley?
Simi or Simi?
Simi Valley.
Simi, okay.
Oh, it's Simi Valley.
Carlsbad, is that out there?
Carlsbad, home of Callaway Golf.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's kind of down the coast in between San Diego and L.A. Yeah, drove through it.
Carlsbad, Carl's Jr., good.
Yes.
Just saying.
All right, see you tomorrow. Buckeye Show's next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Be aware of an accident that's on the left shoulder of southbound 270 on the west outer belt after Cemetery Road. And things are stop and go and causing a 5-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Bank of America. What if your business could see beyond what is and into what can be? Whether you're a local shop or global enterprise, Bank of America gives you access to a range of business solutions to help make every move matter. What would you like the power to do? Find out how at bankofamerica.com/banking for business. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Get ready to make the big game even bigger at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. With 2 massive jumbotrons, over 50 feet of screen, and more than 30 TVs, you won't miss a single play, touchdown, or highlight. Fuel your game with mouthwatering food and bucket specials. Plus, warm up with our pregame cornhole toss for your chance to win big before kickoff. Reserve your table now for the best seat in the house. Visit HollywoodColumbus.com for more details. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Attention hockey fans, score the ultimate experience powered by Verizon.
Verizon is giving 2 lucky winners the chance to win 4 tickets to the 2025 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series at Ohio Stadium on March 1st. Plus 50 participants will have a chance to win a $50 gift card. Just stop by a participating Columbus Verizon store by February 18th to enter.
Get your shot at this unforgettable experience. Hurry to a participating Columbus Verizon store today to enter.
Must be legal U.S. resident of Ohio, age 18 years or older to enter. Void where prohibited. For official rules and full details, visit 971thefan.com/Verizon.
Attention lovebirds. Valentine's Day is almost here, and Diamonds Direct has the gifts to wow your special someone. From dazzling diamonds and trending gold to vibrant gemstones, pearls, even timepieces. With hundreds of stunning styles under $1,000 and an exquisite collection of one-of-a-kind luxury pieces. Make your moment unforgettable. The best selection, value, and service are waiting for you. Make this Valentine's unforgettable with fine jewelry for every budget. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Are you feeling tired, slower, or achier than you used to? You might think it's just age, but it could be low testosterone. At Columbus Men's Clinic, they've helped thousands of men who didn't realize their symptoms were caused by declining testosterone levels, a problem that's becoming a new norm in American men. Columbus Men's Clinic refuses to accept this new normal. They're committed to restoring testosterone to healthy levels so you can feel like yourself again, whether at home, in the gym, at work, or in the bedroom. For years, their medical provider has delivered testosterone therapy tailored to each man's needs. No one-size-fits-all solutions, just real science-backed results delivered by discreet local experts. Imagine more energy, sharper focus, and newfound confidence. A same-day testosterone check and consultation is just
$99. Call 614-300-7400 or visit ColumbusMen'sClinic.com today. Your prime years aren't over. They're just waiting to be unleashed. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Hey, it's Anthony from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. If you're searching for a Honda lease deal here in Central Ohio, I know you've come to the right place. Leasing allows you to enjoy that flexibility in one of their fantastic, sharp, reliable vehicles. I'm so confident that Rich and his team can tailor a lease deal that's right for you. Like a 2025 CRV LX all-wheel drive, $349 a month for 36 months, 30,000 miles with only $19.99 down. Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
If your neighbors have begged you to somehow move your ugly garage door to the back of your house, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeStoreSystems.com.
Valentine's Day is a good deal sweeter when you shop at Meijer. This week, select bagged Valentine's Day candy is buy one, get one 50% off. Fresh from Meijer chocolate dipped strawberries are just $9.99. Certified Angus beef New York strip steak is $11.99 a pound. And our floral department is overflowing with beautiful fresh Valentine's Day bouquets and flower arrangements. Count on Meijer to bring more from the heart to Valentine's Day. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store, in the Meijer app, and online at Meijer.com.
Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $90 on select sets of Ford Continental tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends February 15th. See store for details.
It's really been amazing, the amount of people that I've had contact me, and the talk is generally centered around QC Kinetics, and whether it's a knee, whether it's a back, a hip, shoulder.
He's always happy to talk about how QC Kinetics all-natural regenerative treatments finally gave him relief without surgery. That's former pro football player Bobby Carpenter.
My message to them is do not wait and push off a week, a month, whatever it is. So if you want to feel better this summer, now would be the time to get in. If you want to feel better in the fall, make sure that you're getting in here so you can go out and play golf and do the things that you love and enjoy.
Spoken by a man who experienced relief firsthand. QC Kinetics gave this former pro athlete back his mobility, his activity, and they'll do the same for you.
Has really helped me in just my general quality of life.
Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today. QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.